welcome to season 4. I'm super excited that we're all here together again. Woo! Hooray! It's been a little time in the making, but we got there. Thanks to everyone for the short games you did. I hope you enjoyed them. And again, I kind of gave you a little bit of an introduction to your characters into the city. And we are just going to kick off. So the start of the sessions will begin at Madame Friona's tea kettle. And it's about 7 p.m. And 1, 2. Jarfraxon, you are the first to arrive.
What?
So you enter in to this very quaint little kind of like a cafe. And the frontage is very small. It's a tiny bar, and it just has one kind of small table. And there are stairs going upwards, and then there's a doorway heading into the back. And this is you've had some time in the city now. You've been here a couple of weeks, and you've never been here before. It's a very peaceful, tranquil setting, and there's just this smooth sort of jazz playing when you enter, and behind the bar is a halfling lady who greets you with a huge smile.
Hi, welcome to the bar. Or, yeah, like a little bit sulky because my plan didn't go as it was supposed to. Like,
Jafrax's 10 days did not work out as she maybe intended.
On my elbows on the table.
She kind of.
Do you have any food and a drink to lift my spirit?
Food? Yes. Would you like a cup of tea?
I was thinking maybe something stronger.
Oh, we don't have anything stronger, dear.
Oh, tea will have to do that.
Okay, so she kind of.
As long as you have meat to give me.
Some
Food, preferably meat or bacon.
Oh,
Comfort bacon.
Yes. How about a delicious bacon sandwich?
That would be perfect.
Okay, so she kind of like hurries and she kind of fries you up some bacon and she brings you over a kettle onto this little table. She's like, "Are you okay, dear?"
The arrival in Phlan has been rough on me.
Oh my
I'll
goodness!
just eat my bacon sandwich.
What's happened?
I was robbed,
Robbed?
but this bacon sandwich will make it better.
Oh,
Good
I
bacon.
sincerely hope so. What brings you through my doors today?
I did hear that this was the place to come to maybe get some work.
You're an adventurer. Of course you are.
Yes,
Oh,
where I was hoping to be.
Your timing is outstanding, absolutely outstanding. I've called together a group of people. Annie, can you turn it down a bit, please? It's really loud.
Is Annie like a butler or?
Why don't you take your bacon sandwich and your cup of tea, head upstairs to the lounge, just relax, and then when we're ready, we'll talk about perhaps a little business opportunity. How about that?
Okay, that sounds good.
She kind of
Take my tea and my bacon
kind
sandwich.
of softly
Big sulking
strokes
dragonborn walking up to the
your
lobby.
dragonborn scales. Strokes you on the patch of your head that's kind of like dented, where your scales are kind of cracked and broken on the back of your head. Okay, do you head upstairs?
Yes.
Okay, so you kind of like glumly head upstairs. You come into this plush lounge. It has sofas and bookcases, and lots of little tables with little doilies on. It's very cute. It's very quaint. And around this room are doors, maybe like 10 doors, all around the edge of the room. And in the lounge, you can see 2 people. One of them is a half-elf lady, and then the other one is a small, kind of scaly humanoid, probably the size of like a halfling. First of all, Jeff Raxton, could you describe your character?
Right. So, Jorthraxon is a female dragonborn, a bit tall for her race. She has mostly silver scales and a lighter line that goes in the middle section of her body. And right now she's wearing a chainmail and some other simple attire, but she's packing a lot of weapons. She has a great sword, a short bow, and a shield, and a long sword with her.
She's decked.
She looks like a mercenary at this point.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, now Kira, would you like to describe your character, the female half-elf? Sorry, you're half-elf?
Yeah.
Half-elf, yeah.
Yeah, half elf. She's just kind of sat at the table. She's got a lute on her back, a rapier at her hip, and a twinkle in her eye, and too much hair. She always has this kind of massive, sort of bronze, coppery type hair that she's constantly pushing out of her eyes. She's, I don't know, somewhere in her kind of, for her age, she's somewhere in her 30s, but, you know, elves live longer, so she looks a bit younger than that. But she's, other than that, she's wearing this kind of long kind of leather cloak and robes that cinch at the waist, and not robes, rather like leather, like thin leather armor that cinches at the waist and sort of flows out at the hip down to the ground. She's either drinking or laughing, or possibly both simultaneously, and a spit take across the table.
She's foxy too.
Foxy lady.
Yeah. Okay, next up, Kraz.
3 feet tall, red scales. I have goggles, or rather, a pair of glasses on my forehead. I have a big book in front of me and a fancy quill, and I'm writing in it, sipping my tea. I've got a blue velvet doublet on with the gold buttons, and brown leather pants. And that's it.
And Kraz, I think sat with you at your little table is Reese, one of Madame Fiona's little daughters, and she's just kind of like looking over your shoulder, seeing what you're doing, asking you little questions, that kind of thing. You two have just been chilling here for like an hour, and you're sat here, and your peace and quiet is disturbed when this huge, serious, badass-looking white dragonborn, decked out with a shield and a great sword and another sword and a bow, kitted out with weapons, kind of comes up the stairs, almost looking kind of glum.
Is there a couch here?
Yeah, it's like a lounge, it's like a living room.
Okay. She goes up to the couch and she just goes boom down.
I nudge Kraz. I'm like, Kraz, hey, do you know her?
I would certainly like to.
10 minutes in already.
Yeah.
I mean, don't let me stop you.
Perhaps we should go introduce ourselves.
Well, I wouldn't want to steal your thunder. You go. I mean, take a couple of drinks. She seems like she's in a vulnerable moment. Now's your chance.
Well, tempting, but maybe it would show a better sign if you came with me. This time.
As you wish.
Are you Yosemite Sam?
Yep.
Put the pieces of bread and I eat just the bacon.
Nice.
I take the tea kettle and 2 extra tea cups over to her couch and set it on the table in front of her and start pouring her some tea.
I'm just gonna kind of sit on the couch nearby. Hi.
Hi.
You look like you're having a rough day. We thought we'd come and say hi. I'm Kira. This is Kraz, my gentlemanly companion.
Hello.
Joff Rexon. It's been a little bit of a rough day. Are you guys familiar with Phlan?
All
I haven't
too well.
been here for very long.
I'm new to these parts too. Like, I haven't been here long. But my day's going
The
better
city.
than yours.
Do you feel like sharing what happened to you? Sometimes a shoulder crown is the best medicine.
I know literally no one here. I came to Phlan and I was robbed of all my belongings, but I find some new ones, so that's okay. And,
That sounds horrible.
Yes, and my most precious item was stolen, and so was my symbol to Bahamut.
What?
No. What kind of vagabond would steal a
And
holy
then
symbol?
I tried to get it back, and I failed miserably. And now I don't know what to do, so I'm eating a bacon sandwich and I'm drinking tea.
Well, me and Kira aren't too busy lately. Perhaps we could help you get back your lost valuables.
Look skeptically at you. Because she's been tricked before.
Quick question, Matt. Is it obvious on what kind of species, what kind of race you are?
I'm not hiding it now.
Okay.
I figured the tea kettle is safe haven, so I'm just
Safe
walking around.
place.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it is clear then that Kraz is a 3 foot tall kobold.
Redskin.
Listen, I mean, you may as well trust us. I mean, you have literally nothing to lose.
Why don't you start with telling us the name of your... Fuck you, Bill. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna mute that way. Why don't you start with telling us the name of your assailant?
It was a half orc. It was a half orc. His name was Ulrich. Urnock.
We are familiar with this person. All too familiar.
You are?
Yeah, he's a scumbag.
Made off with something of ours as well.
Huh?
Yeah, he robbed
Yeah.
us too.
Mm.
Yeah, he's a punk. He robbed us. I mean, we killed his friend, so you might be pleased
Well,
with that.
that was an accident.
Fully deliberately,
Yes. He did fall into my bonfire.
with malicious intent and forethought, we murdered him because he was a
Well,
bad man.
not quite like that, but something similar.
I would say that the Ulrich guy had to come in the
Yeah, the big orc guy, right?
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
the one that's missing an ear. What's in it for you?
Chance to get back at Ulrich will do me, whatever his name is. Big
Yeah.
orc man.
Phlan is definitely in shortage of good deeds, and this could be our good deed for the day.
And actually,
Think
like, the
that-
welcomers aren't that bad of people by the sounds of things. If we do them a favor, I'm sure they'll give you your stuff back.
Right.
It may not come to violence.
Take the last piece of my sandwich and... Okay.
Kraz, you are exactly aware of who this guy is. You've met him several times. His name is Urag.
Urag.
U-R-A-G.
Rag.
He's
Right.
he's the orcish guy who,
Yeah.
half orc who came and robbed us of our
In the very
Kraz
beginning.
seems to fit that
This guy gets
description.
around.
Yes.
Yeah, what a
Yes,
punk.
good old Urag.
Alright, I like this plan. Not like I got nothing better to do.
What brings you to town? Like, why were you headed to Phlan in the first place?
I wasn't really. It was just convenience that I came here. It was on the way to who knows where.
A fellow wanderer looking for adventure and stories, much like myself?
Yes, you could say that.
Kindred spirits already.
I am in need of some new adventures, I think.
Good.
So how did you guys
so
get
are we.
here?
Oh, we were both passing through town, and we were looking for work, and we were set up by the tea kettle to set up a deal here in town, and we've been thick as thieves ever since.
I see.
At this point, downstairs, a tall, almost elderly human walks in. Good evening. Welcome to Madame Fiona's tea kettle. I'm Madame Fiona. Fiona.
Good evening, madam. I'll take a drink, please.
Tea?
Just a water, if you have it.
Yes, of course. That's what you make tea with.
Thank you. I'll take the water, please, with less sarcasm.
Would you like some lemon?
No, thank you.
Some lime?
No, please, no.
Some orange?
Sure.
She pours you some-
Just orange, please.
yeah, with just a little sprig of.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you.
And your name is?
I'm sorry. My name is Otis Scarborough. I was told to come here to maybe do some good deeds, looking for some adventures.
Oh, you're an adventurer.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. What are your skills?
Well, I've spent most of my life farming, but I'm good with a sword. Let's just say I've had to use it on too many times in my life, unfortunately.
Oh, so you're experienced.
Yeah,
Can I be blunt?
sure. Yes.
I'm no spring chicken myself, but you seem perhaps a little older than the usual people we get in here.
I'm still very capable of, if that's what you're assuming. I can hold my own.
You see, I have many clients from throughout the city who come in looking for strong, able adventurers. I wouldn't want to let them down or put yourself in any danger. So I'm asking you just to think about what you're doing and
Please listen. That's very, very kind of you, but I trust me. I'm okay.
Okay, well then you must sign this. And she gives you like a piece of paper already filled in, and it's like a form, and it essentially waving away your her responsibility should anything happen to you. Just
what is this? I'm sorry.
it's just a small form just to clarify that should something happen, should you break a hip or something like that.
I didn't bring my glasses. I can hardly. Hold on. Let me see if.
Oh, that's
Okay,
okay. And she brings out like a little magnifying glass. Here you
Oh.
go.
No, I'll take your word for it. You seem very helpful. I'll sign it right now.
So you sign. Well, okay, Mr. Otis, would you like to we just proceed upstairs, and I will be up shortly. I'm expecting perhaps just one more person, and then we'll get started.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, so you head upstairs, and you're greeted this scene of there's a small kobold, there's a half elf, and there's a sulky-looking white dragonborn. Would you like to describe your character, Bill?
Yeah. This is like 6 feet tall, a little 200 pounds. About it's kind of up there in age. Maybe around 70 years old. So he's up there. Looks a little rough. A little dirty. Kind of unkept facial hair. Nothing like a beard, but just kind of like he's let himself loose a little bit recently. Very gray hair. But it looks like he's been through some shit in life. He's in pretty good shape. His clothes, he's just in like just some tattered down clothes. Like I said, nothing really. It's just it's a little bit dirty, like he's been like sleeping in the grass or something. But yeah, very simple man. He has a pretty big sword, like it's a pretty old blade, kind of maybe like the hilt's a little bit rusted a little bit. Nothing special. And
Cool. So you get up. What is there anything you do or anything you say?
I think I walk to the table, and do I see like a? I mean, I know it's like a lounge area, but I just want to like maybe sit in a, I guess a chair opposed to
There's like
a sofa.
real comfy sofa, like a real comfy chair, for what like a singular chair.
I don't think
Love
I'll
to
sit in. Is there one that looks very uncomfortable? Just like a wooden like.
Yeah, okay. I think on the outer edge of the room, not used much, because the sofas are so comfy. But yeah, sure. There's like a kind of a wooden chair.
Yeah.
No
I'll
arms,
just be sitting in that. Yeah.
hard
just-
back, no cushion.
That's the story of my life. I'm sitting there.
The chair every grandmother has that she always pulls up when she has guests over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wicker chair. I'll sit in that sucker. Yeah.
Okay. You sit down. It's uncomfortable.
How far away am I from the people there?
They're like right there.
Okay. I'm assuming as I walk by, they're probably looking at me, and I just want to get like a little evening.
Well, hello. Would you like some tea?
Oh no, thank you. I have water. Do I have water with me or on the way? It
Yeah, I
wasn't
think
clear. Okay. I'll never hand it the water. Okay. No, I'm
Yeah.
I am okay. Thank you.
All right.
Now I recognize Matthew as a kobold, right? Like I've seen a kobold
For
before.
sure. Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, I was about to say you don't see kobolds like hanging out in Phlan, right? I mean, I've. Okay. Strange to see a kobold in these parts inside sitting in tea house.
Wearing a blue doublet, gold buttons, and drinking tea. I agree, it is something of a sight. But so is a dirty human walking in the bar. But here am I.
What? I'm sorry. I can't.
Would you like some tea?
Where are you from?
I'm from down south.
You're a Southern deputy. Okay. What is your name?
I stand up. I walk over. My name is Kraz.
Kraz. I am Otis. It's nice to meet you, Kraz, Mr. Kraz.
His scaly hand.
Kraz will
What?
do just fine.
You could. I mean, you're indoors. You could take the goggles off.
I'm not wearing them. They're on my forehead.
Oh, okay. I thought sorry, the picture. Wow. Okay, Mr. Kraz, you are a very interesting looking individual. I'm sorry. I'm just at a fault I've never seen in my life.
Otis just laughs to himself like a maniac. Just like
I'm-
it's like he can't even believe what he's seeing.
I'm afraid I didn't catch your name. So,
I'm sorry, Otis Scarborough. I
Otis Scarborough.
apologize. Yes.
no harm intended. I get it quite often.
And I'm from the city of Phlan. I've been here my whole life.
Really?
Yes. What brings you around here, Mr. Kraz?
Oh, I teamed up with my compatriot here, this lovely half-elf woman by the name of Kira. I wave at her.
Oh, hello, Miss Kira. A pleasure to meet you.
We've been
Pleasure to
doing
meet
odd
you,
jobs here and
Alexis.
there in Phlan.
Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to meet both of you.
I go sit down.
You awkwardly notice the dragonborn in the room who has not yet introduced himself. Or nor have you spoken to him.
Mr. Kraz, is the dragonborn with you, Kraz, or?
Oh, we just met. Your name was Jawthrax. Could you
Yeah.
pronounce it one more time?
Jothraxon.
Jawthrax. And her name is Jawthrax.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Jarthraxon. I'm Otis. I get up as every time I get up and go to them, shake their hand and sit back down, and go up, shake their hand and sit back down, just to be very uncomfortable and polite. Okay,
Nice
it's
to meet you.
you too. That's you are a heavily armed dragonborn. You are. You can use all those weapons.
Well, I did a little while ago.
Oh. Okay.
You could say I'm a mercenary of sorts.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Don't worry though, I'm not weird or anything.
No, it's... I just envisioned a big dragon doing that. It's a pleasure to meet you, and it's good to meet others good individuals. I mean, it's a lot of weapons you're carrying.
What kind of weapon is Otis carrying?
It's like a great sword. It's just kind of like rusted. Like the hilt is pretty old and pretty bad shape. It's or just like a hand me down or something, or like an antique store. It's pretty rough.
I look Otis up and down. I'm like, you get robbed too?
Kira. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Clearly, Otis is a man that spent his years working hard, and it shows.
Yes, I am a very, very simple man. I mean, Mr. Kraz, your get up is more than I've ever owned in my life. I don't think I've ever had a gold button on any piece of clothing. Sorry,
So what brings you here to the den of adventure?
well, let's just say a friend of a friend said that I could possibly do maybe a good deed or two here. People were looking for good people to do good work, so I'm here, and I'm ready to help.
Nope.
And yourselves?
Just passing through, really.
Right. Well, maybe we can see what this is all about and do some good together, maybe.
I like that.
Maybe there'd be some coin in it too.
Next up, a halfling lady walks through the door downstairs.
That's not Jimmy.
Oh, good evening. Another one. And a halfling, a kin as well. Please come in.
Good to meet you.
Hello, I'm Madam Fiona. Welcome to Madam Fiona's tea kettle. Would you like a cup of tea?
Don't really like tea.
Would you like a water? A lemonade?
Lemonade would be good.
Lemonade. She kind of scurries about, makes you a lemonade, gives it over, nice cool glass. Would you like ice?
Yeah,
Would you like lemon?
sure.
She gives you all those things. What can I
Like
do? Mint? Yes, of course. That's strange. Puts mint in it. Yep. What can I do for you this evening?
A guy called Bronson sent me.
Ronson. Ronson from the Crossing Inn.
That's the one.
She blushes. She's like, oh, Ronson.
He sends his
So-
best wishes.
He's so handsome. Oh. Me and Ronson, we used to... Oh, never mind.
Oh,
He
go
sent
on.
you.
Go on.
No, I couldn't. He sent you.
He did. He thought I might be of service to you.
You're an adventurer.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell by the axe. Fantastic. What are your skills? I presume the axe is your skill.
Oh, yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Very handy with the axe.
Oh, great. Perhaps just let me tidy up here. I will lock up and then I will join you very shortly. If you'd just like to proceed up these stairs, there are several people there already. You can say hello to them, and then I'll come and talk to you all.
Awesome. See you in a minute.
So you get up to the stairs, and you're into this nice lounge, and you see an old man, a half-elf lady, a small 3-foot-tall kobold, and a sulky-looking white dragon who is decked out with loads of arms and arms.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening.
Would you like to
Ooh, a
describe your
kobold.
character before we do anything else?
I am a halfling. I've got a battle axe strapped to my back and 2 hand axes hanging from my belt. Very little armor, no armor whatsoever. Just kind of dipping on my lemonade.
Jeff Ratson, you vaguely recognize this lady from the past week. On one of the nights that you went to the Laughing Goblin, this lady was manning the door outside of the pub.
Hey, I recognize you.
Yeah?
And Zephyrella, you not very often you get a white dragonborn. You vaguely recognize this lady as well.
Yeah, I think I recognise you.
I saw you, yes. About a week ago.
Did we play cards?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we did. I remember you were standing guard.
I was. That's true. Can't really go back there at the moment, I don't think.
Did something happen?
I kind of got a few of them killed, so don't think I should go back.
Ooh.
Sorry, my bad. You also definitely recognize Kraz. He is a regular at the Laughing Goblin, sort of. He's in and out, right, Kraz?
Yeah.
You recognize her as well as one of the bouncers.
Hi, Kraz. You right?
Better now.
Fancy a game?
I don't know. Last time we played, I lost.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I'll tell you what. I'll play you a game of yours, a game of your choice, and I'll play you at chess afterwards. How about that?
Sounds good.
All right.
You're playing out?
No, for the sake of
No.
expediency, we'll say no.
Let's say you kind of while you're waiting, you kind of do a quick couple of high card a little bit.
Sure.
Quickly, both roll me a d20. And anyone else who wants to play. Sorry, Kraz wins.
Dothraxon will play.
Jeff Ratson, roll me a d20.
Five.
Kraz soundly beats both of you.
Well, at least you both tie for second place.
As you kind of play, Madame Fiona comes up the stairs. She says, "Oh, well, welcome everybody. Have you all met each other?
Oh, we have.
Have you met Kraz? Everybody?"
Yes.
She kind of
Have met Kraz.
she comes up behind Kraz. She's kind of the same height, but she kind of grabs it. She's like, "He's my favorite. He's so polite. I've never met anyone more polite." And it's one thing we like at Madame Fiona Tea Kettle. It's politeness.
Well, thank you. You're too kind, Madam Fiona.
Now, Reese, get out. Can you go downstairs, please? And Reese, who's kind of she's a tiny halfling. She's probably about 12 years old. She kind of looks up. She's like, "But Mom!" She's like, "Come on, go, get out of here. Adults are talking." And she kind of she's like, "Bye, Kraz.
Bye, Reese. I'll bring you back something nice at the end of the day.
Thank you." And she scampers off. She's like, "I'm so glad you're all here. If there's one thing Phlan needs right now, it's adventurers. This city, I've lived here all my life. My grandmother opened this store, and it survived many invasions and destructions of the city, and it's very dear to my heart, as are the people. And I've never seen the city in such a state as it's in now." She says, and she says, "But the good news is, business is booming. And so I had this idea. So if you don't know, my name is Madame Fiona. I run this tea kettle, and we serve the best tea in Phlan, and the best lemonade, and the best water. But I also serve as an intermediary between excellent, professional, efficient adventurers and clients in need who need a bit of extra helping hand. Sometimes they need someone to guard something. Sometimes they need some monster slaying. It's all very exciting. And I'm so glad you're all here before. Kira and Kraz, they live here temporarily for now. They've been helping me out, but I'm really in need for a bigger team. And I think, looking at you all, I think you could be that team." And she kind of looks for your...
Sounds good to me.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Always up.
what would you have us do, Madam Fiona?
Well, there's all sorts of work. I actually have a client here right now who would need your help. But let's take this as a trial run. He's downstairs. You can go meet him. Kraz and Kira can show you what to do. We have kind of our own quaint little rules. They can help. You go him, do his job, and and we'll see if this works out. And if this arrangement suits you, you're welcome to stay here. These are all guest bedrooms. That one's Kraz's. That one's Kira's. You can stay here together. It will be like a big slumber party. We'll have a great time. And when jobs come in, I'll give them to you. And we can all do some real good in this city and make some money.
I second that.
I like it.
Now,
Sounds good to me.
just a suggestion. I've had groups like this before, and if I know one thing, it's marketing. And I would say it's very, very important to have a team name. Now, I'm not saying you need to decide now, but if you can think of a team name, some sort of snappy, maybe something that sounds dangerous or exciting, something I can, pass it on to my clients, build a little bit of reputation, we can get some flyers, we can, advertise in the Podal Plaza, something like that. That would be great. But no pressure to be creative. Just think about that, and maybe next time we'll see what we can do. What do you say?
I like that idea.
Okay.
Sounds like a great idea.
Oh, fantastic. I'm so glad. Is everyone okay for tea?
Very.
Okay.
Delicious.
Okay. Client is downstairs.
Very
He's in room number 3, and here's your token. And Kira, he gives you a guys. You kind of look at it. It's like a like a hexagonal. This one is orange in color. It's like a little clay token, and she gives it to Kira.
Cheers, Free.
Fantastic.
All right, let's go. Let's go meet our client.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
So Kira and Kraz, you've done this before, so you can lead them downstairs and into the rooms at the back. You enter kind of a corridor with 6 rooms, and they're all numbered. And then there's a door at the back, which leads outside to the stables. And you go into the room. You're up against room 3. Do you knock? Or just go?
I knock and then I open the door slowly.
Okay, so you open the door slowly, and you can see a man in grey robes sat in the room.
Oh, hello. And I walk into the room and I hold the door open for everyone else.
Enter.
Go inside.
I close the door after everyone's inside.
Lovely. So you get in, and you're met with this man. He is he's a human. He's kind of middle aged. I guess he's probably early 40s, I suppose. He is in grey robes. And Jathraxon, you recognize these robes as potentially they're very, very similar to the people you've worked with before. He is most likely a member of the Order of the Most Solemn Shroud.
All right. Okay.
And we're in this room, and it's like it's a plush lounge, nice comfy seats, bookcases, all these rooms. Kira and Kraz, have different wallpaper. This one's a very pleasant kind of reddish design on one wall, and then beige on the other. It's very, very nice.
Hey, Smudge, me being like born and raised here, do I recognize those robes as well, or no?
Yeah, sorry, for sure.
Okay.
They are the followers of Kellenvor.
Yeah, I think I read about it before. The graveyard thingy.
Yeah, and they tend Valhingen graveyard, which is just kind of on the outskirts of the city. It's a big church, and it has a whole number of graves, and they kind of tend to the graveyard. Please, sit down.
Sit down.
Hello,
Sorry.
sir. Hello.
Excuse me,
Nice
that's
robes, by the way.
That's my mobile.
They hear grey's the new black, right? Let me introduce you to our group, the Fantastic Five. It's a work in progress. I'm Kira.
See, yeah.
This gentlemanly,
Kira, yes.
stout, well-dressed fellow is Kraz, the
Kraz.
very tall, ice-scaled dragonborn. This is Jathraxon. I think I got that right.
Yes, I know. I don't know you, but I've heard of you. You've helped us before.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you. I say hi.
Very excellent, amazing. I heard you were incredible scenes, fantastic. I'm so glad you're here. and yes,
Well, this is what was your name? I don't think I caught it. Young halfling.
It's Zephyrabella, but Zephy for short.
Yes, I will
Ooh, I
call you
like that.
I will call you Zephyrabella. Yes.
Zephy
Yeah,
and
Zephy.
Zephyrabella. Yes.
and the well-travelled gentleman is
Otis
Otis.
Scarborough.
Otis. Yes. Okay. Good. I'm glad you're here. Do you have something for me?
I hand him the token.
He gets the token and he puts it into like a little pot on the middle of the central table, and it's full of other coloured tokens. Good. Good. Well, my name is Brother Keefe. That's Keefe spelled Keefe, not Keith. Keefe.
Sorry.
Keith.
I am the keeper of the dead at Valhingen Graveyard. I am a brother of the Order of the Silent Shroud, and I am very pleased to meet your acquaintance. I have something I would like you all to look into, if that's all right.
What's his name again? I'm sorry.
My name is Brother Keefe.
Okay.
Now, I'm in charge of. It's a terrible job, but somebody has to do it with internment, but also, which I'm happy to do, but also disinterment of bodies in the graveyard. And I have a responsibility to Valhingen, but also to the whole of the city. Now, my colleagues at Mantor's library have been doing some research, and they have uncovered some troubling news. They believe that they've uncovered a diary, and in that diary, it seemed to indicate that just everyone's sitting down. Hold, just be calm. The body of Xandria Weltran. There are reasons to believe she may have been a dragon. I know. This is as crazy as it gets at the graveyard.
Does that name ring a bell at all? Or
Everyone, so Otis, give me a history check.
9.
No, I can see by your blank faces. You may not know the Welshman family. They are an old noble house. Xandria, she was a particularly prolific cleric of Bane. She's dead. She's been dead for centuries. She's a high-profile member of the city, and she may have been a dragon. Now, everybody in the graveyard is laughing at me. I would not have it. I believe that this could be true, so I want us to go and investigate her body.
And where's her body at, Brother Keith?
Excellent question. It is outside my jurisdiction. Exactly. She is buried under the Black Lyceum. And you guys all kind of had time in the city, you wandered around. You know the Black Lyceum is a ruined temple of Bane. It was burnt down in kind of the upheaval between the old Lord Protect dying and the new one taking over. The line of ruling members of Phlan, they were all Baneites, and the Black Fist are essentially a military, previously when they established a military arm of the Temple of Bane. Just so I get it right, just for clarity. Bane is he's the god of tyranny. But now his temple, there's a large kind of temple. It is in complete ruins. It's burnt out.
Okay.
So let me get this straight, Keith.
Yes.
There's a body of a pretty bad lady, might have been a dragon.
Well, that
Buried
depends on
under-
your perspective, but yes.
Alright. True.
I mean, I didn't know her.
Maybe she was really just misunderstood.
Yes, she might have been lovely.
Buried under somewhere called the Black
But
Lyceum.
not if she was a dragon, which I
Okay.
believe she is.
So you're thinking that she's an evil dragon?
Are
Not-
all dragons evil? I'm
Oh.
so sorry. I'm so.
Hey!
I'm
Hey!
so. I'm so. He looks to Jeff. He's like, I'm so sorry. I did not. I'm so. Please forgive me.
You've just met a really gentlemanly kobold as well. Like, how many
I-
of those
I-
have you found? Maybe she was lovely.
I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed for saying that. I'm sorry.
How much does this pay?
That's. I could stretch to 100 gold pieces each.
Brother Keith, what are you trying to accomplish by looking at the body? I mean, what would that do for you in the order?
Well, it would have severe ramifications on the history of the noble houses of Phlan. But for a starter, it would be groundbreaking. And as a keeper of Califor's wisdom, we should know about this. If there is a, if in fact we buried someone who was not who she said we was, it's a fact-finding mission. You must understand.
And if this fact-finding mission turns out to be a hostile situation, will you be inclined to cover damages?
Such as injuries.
Yeah, I would imagine that if a job like this were to provide to be hazardous, there would be hazard pay.
Well, make a persuasion check.
Guys, 19.
Well, perhaps another 50 gold each, but please, I am a poor brother of the.
Of course.
I cannot stretch to any more. I'm not being funded by the order. They think I'm crazy, which I'm not, because
No.
she definitely is a dragon.
Of course.
Why do you seem so certain just because of the diary?
I know the Lord Sage himself. We went to school together. I trust him and his fellows, and I believe this is hard evidence.
Can I inside check him?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, 10.
Seems legit.
Okay.
16.
Keith, can I ask you a question?
Yes, I did.
Listen, you've found your way into the tea house of adventure, and that's a great thing. But I have to ask you, by going under this black lyceum, taking a nose around, are we likely to be breaking any laws of the land?
Well, I mean the Lyceum is a ruin. What land? No, I am a representative of the Order of the Shroud. It's fine. I would deal with any.
All right.
I would deal with any lawful repercussions, but I have the authority to. I'm responsible for all the dead in Phlan.
It's the Black Lyceum. Can I, does that sound familiar? Like, is it a famous place around the city?
Absolutely, it's one of the biggest landmarks in Phlan.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, guys?
Say it was out of your jurisdiction, though.
I mean, the building itself is, yes, but the bodies are not. The bodies are in the jurisdiction of Kellenbor, and I'm a brother of Kellenbor, so therefore, I'm sure it will be fine. I do not expect to meet any lawful repercussions. So, should we go?
Well, listen, Brother Keith, I obviously just met these individuals here, but I will say that if this will help you uncover knowledge that will help both the Order and the city, then I personally am here to help. I don't know anyone else.
Thank you very much.
What do you think, Kraz?
I suppose it's not an honest day's work, but it's money, and it's money that we could certainly use.
Well, the Order of the Silent Shroud is very respectable, so I mean,
Sorry,
it's.
sir, this is an honest day's work. This is important work to be done for the city.
I think we're doing some good here, Mr. Kraz.
I have worked for them before, so I think
Yes.
it would be alright.
Well, if John Thraxon vouches for you, I trust her.
Oh, hey, well, then let us leave. Let us go. With haste. To adventure. I'm sorry, I don't know what came up. So you all head out into the bar. Madame Fiona is waiting there for you. She's like, so you have an accord?
For now.
I'm so glad. That's fantastic. I am so happy for you. I think this is the start of some great times for us all. So, as a special treat, I have come up with a plan. So I will. I think it would be a good idea. Some of you have some slightly battered and dented gear. I think you should all go to my friend Alero, and I'll write you a note. And she writes out a note, and she says, "I will pay off my own back, out of the goodness of my heart. I will pay for each of you to have one piece of equipment. Alero is the finest smith in the city. He will kit you out if you need, perhaps Otis, you could have a sword that doesn't look like it's about to fall apart. If you need anything else, I'm sure Alero will be happy to help you. Perhaps you might like to go there before helping Sir Brother Keith. Brother Keith, is that okay?" Brother Keith's like, "As it is on the way, that's not a problem."
Yes, we should do that.
Yes, fantastic. It's on. It's on.
Expense?
Yes, absolutely, not a problem. Here, take this note. And she gives her a note. It basically, for brevity, it says, Alero,
Good for one splurge.
please add this. Each person can have a piece of equipment, whatever they want, and he can add it to her tab, and she will pay him later.
Done.
Awesome.
Let me just get my player's handbook out and see what's on the table.
Shopping. Okay, so you head out.
He doesn't happen to repair armor, does he?
You've already been to Alero's, and he tried to charge you. Right.
Maybe
Would
he
plate
will
armor
do
be
this
an
time.
item?
He tried to charge you a pretty penny.
Yeah. But now I have a note.
Now you ever know. Okay, head out.
Yeah,
Yes.
do it.
Okay, so it's kind of like it's 8 o'clock maybe. It's in the evening. Shops are starting to maybe close up, and you all walk over. Jafraxon definitely knows the way. Otis knows the way. It's only a couple of streets over onto Steel Street, and it's full of armorers. And you walk up to the door of Alero's Smithy, and I will show you. Oh no, I'll show you in a minute what it looks like. As you get there, there are the windows are black. There does not appear to be anybody inside, and there is a small gnome outside the door. There's basically a door, and there is a window in the door, and there's just a small kind of 3-4 foot 3 foot gnome, and he's just like, "Huh!" He's like jumping to look through the window.
I walk up to him.
Trying to like scramble.
Would you like a lift?
He spins around. He pulls a sword. He's like, "Get away!"
Easy now. I mean you no harm.
What do you want?
We're here to peruse the goods of the smithy. What are you doing here?
What Smithy? There's a big sign at the front of the door. It says Alero Smithy.
I just point up.
What? Do you want to come inside?
Yes?
Well, you can't.
Why?
I think it's closed.
Have you tried knocking?
What?
I handed him a silver piece. Perhaps you'd have
I don't want
have
this.
a.
He throws it
Okay.
on the ground.
I pick
Stay
it up.
away! What are you?
I'm a unicorn. What do you think I am?
Ah!
Why don't you run along? We're currently on a mission of some import. Could you perhaps go away?
What's your name, sir? What's your name?
It doesn't matter what my name is.
Well, Per.
What's your name?
I'm Kerr. It's good to meet you.
That's not a name.
Neither's Per, but
Oh, I
you
need to
give
go.
and you take. Look, I'm Kira. We're looking to get into the smithy.
There's
And
nothing
I
here
don't-
for you.
I don't want to get stuck by a pointy end of something on my way
I'm
in.
sorry.
Put it away.
He drops it. I need to go. I'm sorry. There's nothing here for you. and he legs it. He barges through you, and just runs away.
Uh,
hell was
okay.
Odd fellow.
Very
I'm
By the
gonna
way,
strange.
head up to the
that's
door and just kind of
Gnome
take
Kid.
a
Run
peek
away. It's
through.
just like ah! Ah!
Is this based off of Morty or what the fuck? Best impression. Love it.
Kraz, maybe put the glasses on.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Put my glasses on and hike my hood up a little bit.
Do we
Knock
not?
on the door.
Do the glasses do anything?
They make him look super cool. Can you
Oh,
not see
I thought
that?
you were gonna do something really cool, like. I was like, okay.
They are just glasses.
Oh, well then.
Sorry, 2 cents.
I don't know how to do a DM roll, Smudge.
Just it's okay. Just
I'm getting
You could do /GM, I think.
Just roll it.
DM roll. That's why.
Wow. I wonder
Hey.
what you're doing, Jim.
First roll of the campaign.
Okay, so you knock on the door.
Yeah.
Okay, you do that.
I knock again.
You do that.
We could just break it down.
Can we just try to open the door?
I knock one more time.
You knock.
Can I open the door?
You try to open the door, and it appears to be barred from the other side. It's
Alright,
although
okay.
it's late in the evening, you look down Steel Street, and all the other shops are still open. It seems odd that this one is shut.
Is there an alley?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna peek around and see if there's anyone in the alley.
I think there's like a yard, like where maybe there's like a furnace and just kind of like an outdoor area where this smithy might, there's tools and stuff. There are a few kind of nondescript weapons around, like where he would perhaps do some of his smithing outdoors if he needed to.
I'm gonna look for a back door.
I whisper through the door. I'm like, Marvin, is that you? Marvin, what's happening?
Hello?
Nothing.
If you're referring to your squiggly friend that ran off, no, it is just the Fantastic Five, a work in progress, from the tea kettle. We were sent by Madame Fiona.
I don't know what any of those words mean. Just
Tea kettle?
Uh,
Fantastic Five?
Marvin.
Is Alero in? We don't really have quite time for this. Is Alero in, please?
No.
I lean over to Drathraxon. Do you think you could dismantle this door?
I certainly
No.
could.
Don't dismantle my door, please.
It would be easier if you opened it.
Hey, Talthraxon, does this sound like Alero to you?
Does it sound like a Laro to me?
Make a perception check.
Like, yeah, sure.
Oh, it's the real deal, all right.
11?
I guess it's kind of hard to tell from the door.
It's a bit muffled. I can't really tell.
Maybe we should get a closer look.
You hear like a behind the door as I unbar it, and I just like kick it open the slightest amount.
Sue, would you like to describe your character?
Okay, so you see, from what you can see, a human male pretty good looking, immaculate beard, possibly the best groomed beard you've ever seen. You would possibly, confer that maybe someone had spent 10 days just getting their beard groomed. It looks that good. It's like waxed, and it's got it's like dark brown, but it's got bits of blonde in it. Very, very nice, well-kept hair, and from what you can see of his clothing, very, very fine dressed. You can see he's got a nice jacket on and a shirt underneath with little ruffles in, and he's wearing the cravat as well.
Oh,
Krabs, you recognize a man of significant style.
are you Alero?
No.
Oh,
Where's Povin?
oh, he ran off that way. I believe fear overtook him and he ran off.
Sir, could you please open the door so we can just talk?
Don't raise your voice at me. We're closed.
But you are not Alero.
I'm not Alero. I'm Alero's boss. You can just call me Smithy.
Where
Can I
is
inside
he?
check that, please, much?
Yeah, I wanted to check that as well.
Oh, where is
Oh,
he?
God,
If
he-
he's not here, where is he?
Insight. Natural one. That's good.
Wow, we suck.
Seems like he's telling the absolute truth.
A plausible
No
story,
reason
I'm sure.
not to suspect.
Alero was somewhat of a front man. I
Was?
trained him. I let him run the place. You know how it is. I don't want to get my hands dirty unnecessarily. But yeah, it's really my shop. But as I said, we're shut, closing down for good actually. So if you could just go away.
Can I just kick the door open?
Yeah, I want to step
Sure.
aside.
Give me a,
Okay.
give me a strength check.
Would it be an advantage or it's a surprise?
Advantage, no.
Are both of you doing it?
I just want to do it, I guess, real quick.
Smithy, give me a contested strength check.
He was rambling on there, so I'm kind of like a little Yurikin over there.
A strength save? Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh, sorry. Should it be a check? How do I? Oh, okay. I hit it.
it doesn't really matter anyway,
No.
unless you have.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't have proficiency in saving.
He'd have beaten you anyway.
Whoops. Yeah,
Quite
right.
clearly.
Smithy, you find yourself just flung back away from the door. It slams open, and kind of the little bit of moonlight kind of streams into the shop.
Quickly get to my feet and kind of take a few steps back, brush myself off. You are particularly rude.
I do apologize for Otis here.
Oh
but
my
we
god,
are-
understood, man!
I will let that slide, as we are currently looking to acquire some goods. If you are Alero's boss, then you are obligated to serve us.
You know there's lizard people.
To her, that is just rude. Her name is Jothrex.
He just called me a lizard.
Hello.
I believe he did. If I might look the other way now.
She
Have I
has
ever
the
seen
puff
Dragon
smoke
Ball
out of
or
her
Kobolds
nostrils.
before, do you think?
It's angry.
Do you think I've ever seen Dragonborn or Kobolds before?
Oh, you've definitely seen Dragonborn before.
Okay.
They are rare, but you've seen them before. Kobolds, you've probably seen them in a book. You haven't seen one running around the city. You haven't seen one that talks like this. Definitely not speaking common. And you definitely haven't seen one with such a great sense of style.
I get my face kind of quite close to Kraz, just look him up and down. You're funny looking. But I like your jacket.
I like your mustache.
Thank you.
Now, perhaps we could skip the formalities and cut right to business.
What about?
He has a very well-groomed beard.
Very well groomed.
I am envious.
In the moonlight.
It looks like it's kind of of slick with some sort of very
Beard oil.
fine beard oil.
Unfortunately, I'm unable to grow facial hair, as it were. But perhaps one day when I hit that right age, as they say. Are you done yet?
Done with.
All this. We'd like to acquire some equipment now.
Right. Yeah. I suddenly remember kind of where I am and what's happening.
The shop is completely dark.
As I said, unfortunately, bad timing. Closing down the shop forever, permanently. Tell you what though, make you a deal. Just take whatever you want. Since I'm closing, and it's yours. You know.
Mr. Krause, I know it's just me, but something seems
I kind of
odd about this
walk-
guy.
I agree.
behind the counter and kind of put an arm on it.
I changed my mind. This is a legitimate place.
Yeah, now that
I
he's
have-
there, like, now I get
The
it.
illusion
I
is
can
complete.
see it.
Smithy, it's super dark. Do you want to light some? Like you can't.
I have dark vision. I don't know about you guys, so I just walk in and start perusing all the goods.
I look around to see where like light might come from here. Are there any like sconces or? Like,
Yeah,
Put my-
definitely
put my
take have a look
goggles on.
around. You find a sconce. Just like a little oil lamp. You can.
Sure. I clumsily light up a lamp, a single lamp.
And then you can stand behind the counter.
Where's the thing?
What thing?
The thing you gave me.
Thing.
The thing. Oh, tell me.
What? Oh, you have it.
Oh, okay, fine. Is it like covered?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I would have put it in like a cloth, or if there's like a bag. Is there like a bag around?
There's lots of bags.
Yeah, sure. So I get like just a very basic like satchel type burlap sack bag.
Yeah, you kind of have it slung over your shoulder. Maybe.
Yeah. I put it. I kind of take it from just slinging on the shoulder to like properly wearing it, like a bit protectively. So very finely dressed, except a very very basic bag over my shoulder.
Hey, Smithy.
Hi.
We're here on behalf of Madame Friona. You met her?
No.
She had a thing with Alero, the guy who owns
Sure.
this joint,
I mean the front man. Yep.
the front man.
Mm.
We're gonna need to see him. Is
Alero,
he?
he's gone. As I said, we shut up shop. So, you know, he went. I just paid him his last paycheck. Dropped the good un, and I'm just, you know, I'm finishing up.
Smudge, are there any like other rooms like I could go explore?
This
But
is
the-
like the main room, and it has kind of all the merchandise, all the wares in,
Okay.
along with some of his like smithing equipment. There's like another room. It's probably a one-story house. There's another room in the back, but the door is closed.
I just want to like as we're talking, like perusing the equipment. I just want to go and like open that door and go through it, just looking around.
As soon as he starts walking that way, I'm gonna stand in his way, like next to the counter. I'm sorry, that's actually.
Excuse me, sir. I was just you said we could browse. I just want to look through here real quick.
Browse
Excuse
my
me.
wares. This is my.
Excuse me. I'll just a second. Excuse me.
No. You can stay there.
I'm literally reaching through him, trying to open the door.
I cast charm person on it.
Oh shit!
I don't know this. I'll just see you wave your hand at me, so it's kind of awkward.
I try and
Okay.
do it subtly.
Go then, give me a sleight of hand check.
So we're all watching him do this.
Well,
He probably does like all nationality, right? I mean,
Hold on.
Actually, I'm looking for something while this is all going on. I'm not paying attention to this. So,
That's a 6.
I mean, just like a kind of a stream of like magic just comes out of your hand and just hits Uruf in the head. Sorry. Whoa.
Whoa.
I wish.
Hits Otis in the head.
I'm
I
gonna.
go cast a spell if you want to cast a spell. I mean, you have to cast a spell. You've already cast it.
Yeah.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, yeah. So it's a
I do.
Bill needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, what's your DC to just curious?
14.
Oh!
Makes it. So it just kind of.
Dumping wisdom wasn't a bad idea after all.
Smithy, do you want to describe the spell? What does it look like?
It's basically I just put a hand out to him, and as I do, there's just you can't even really perceive where the spell comes from and you just feel like a coldness on your arm, and there's a darkness that kind of, it's almost like shadow persists from my hand and starts climbing over your body a bit, but then comes back, I guess.
Oh, so you shake it off.
How tall is he, by the way?
I'm 6'2", I'm quite tall, but I'm very skinny.
I think
Cool.
as a reaction, I think as you do that, I'll just try to grab you by the neck because I don't know what else I would do. I'd be just reach out and grab you. Did you just try to cast a spell on me?
No.
Do you have a spyglass I could purchase? I want a spyglass. Probably a portable ram would be handy.
What's behind that door? What is going on?
This is verging on breaking and entering.
As Otis has Smithy in check, I'm gonna see what's behind the door.
Yeah, I'm going to put myself in between Smithy and the door.
Are you
I
going
go
to
look for
go?
a spyglass.
You will go into the room.
I think she is when I'm going to.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm kind of
If
wrestling.
Otis keeps him in place, I
That's
can
fine.
go in the
You
room.
can just slip behind. You can open the door. It's dark inside.
I put my goggles on.
So you put on your goggles of night, and you now have dark vision, and you
Take that.
see a bedroom.
Okay.
There's a bed, chest of drawers, quite simple, I'd say. Maybe a armoire.
That's odd.
I just stand in the entranceway to the counter as much.
Yeah.
As much freedom as
This
I
doesn't
have.
make sense. There's nothing in here, guys.
It doesn't make sense that someone would maybe be a bit upset if you barged into their home.
Check underneath the
This
bed.
is a home invasion. There's 5 randoms, 2
You have
lizards.
magnifying glasses. I
in
would like
my
a magnifying glass, actually.
I'm gonna call the guards.
I let go of the.
Let go of them. Yeah.
What's the name? Smithy? Was it? I'm sorry. Smithy.
Smithy. Yes.
Listen, we were
Please?
sent here on an.
You're sent here to invade my home. And manhandle me.
The
I just
storefront,
let
not a home.
go, and I walk the other direction and keep looking aimlessly. I guess that's tough.
You're very strong for an older gentleman.
Do you have any whips?
Okay, we're done here. You have exactly 10 seconds. Pick whatever you want, and then I'm, gonna leave and close up shop.
We're not leaving until we see Aleros. I sit down on the floor in the bedroom. And I just sit there.
Have I found a spyglass yet?
Okay, you can stay here. I'm gonna leave.
It's a smithy. There are weapons and armor. I wouldn't necessarily say there's a spyglass.
Okay.
I want to be standing around the front door, by the way.
Sure.
I pick up a whip. Look for a whip.
You can probably find a whip.
I pocket a whip. I put a whip in my belt.
Give yourself a whip.
That's good whip. That one made of whip.
I'm sure Lero had quite the time making it.
I mean, he was pretty good. He was all right.
Yeah.
Mr. Smith, when's the last time you've seen Olero? Was he see him today?
No, maybe a couple days ago, we decided to shut up shop. Okay, maybe we got off on the wrong foot. Things in Phlan, as I'm sure you know, have been trying recently. We had a very profitable business. Then the trouble started. There was riots in the city. All of our wares got taken. Then we started rebuilding. Then there was the problem with the lighthouse, and we couldn't get supplies. We've barely made enough weaponry and armor to get back on our feet, and basically it's not profitable anymore. It's just too hard to run a business in Phlan. So took whatever money we had left, which wasn't much, poured pretty much everything into this. I paid my work as well. I gave Alero a severance package, and we're parting ways. I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna it's gonna bankrupt me. But I don't want to leave Phlan, but I can't run this business anymore. I don't know, maybe I want to leave Phlan? Who knows?
Why wouldn't Fiona know that the shop was going to close?
It was, well, as I said, it happened in the last couple of days. I haven't spoken to Fiona.
What he's saying doesn't seem like a lot. And you look around the shop and you do see, although there's a kind of a wide selection, there's not like a full selection. There are places on the walls that do, they're empty, and one corner of the shop is completely devoid of anything, where it looks like it used to display stuff.
Who is the kid outside?
Povin?
Yeah.
He's my helper boy.
Why was he outside?
He had been bad.
Why was your helper boy armed?
He was kind of an apprentice. He wanted to be an adventurer, but he couldn't make it because he's tiny and he's got short little arms.
Hi, what are you saying?
Hello.
Tiny people are fine.
Yes, they are fine for carrying things. Maybe. Anyway, he wasn't a great sword fighter, but he wanted to be. So he thought he'd come here, learn how to make weapons, and then maybe by being around adventurers, he could, eventually become one. So that's fine, because I needed someone to carry my stuff and, clean up at the end of the day. So I let him play along, and, we taught him some stuff, but when he's bad, he had to sleep outside.
Smudge, would I, being in here my whole life, would I know Ilario at some point? I mean, I've met him before, I'm sure,
Maybe.
Okay.
By farmers
Possible.
equipment.
No, I mean, I've been here my whole life.
Doesn't
so
really
I've
sell
been to those
farmers equipment.
I guess. Okay. Mr. Smithy, we got off on the wrong foot. Listen, I apologize.
For what? The door trying to break into my bedroom,
Yes.
throttling me,
Yes. All of
Those
that.
things.
all of those things you'd like to apologize for. Well, I accept on one condition, that you leave imminently. In the nicest possible way. You all seem lovely.
Well,
I'm sorry I called you lizard people. What term do you prefer? Lizard folk? Scalies?
Don't worry about it. It's all fine.
We're dragonborn.
Right. Yes.
Christ.
I
Can
knew
I
that.
look around for a halberd?
I dated a dragonborn once. It was wild. Didn't last very long. I mean, it was like a one-night thing. I think she was the dragonborn. I think it was a she.
I helped her accent look.
Jeff Braxton, no halberd, it seems. There is a spear.
I don't want to speak. That's okay.
are there any good swords?
Yeah, there's a great sword.
Okay.
Are there any crossbows or short bows?
Yep.
Any replacement for the part in my full plate that's broken?
No.
No.
That you think, judging by what Alero said to you a week ago, it would probably take some time and some significant materials to make it, and it's not a case of just shoving it together to repair it.
I'm gonna assume there's no plate armor at all, right?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to grab the great sword, and then I will turn around and we're given tokens. Or what were we given exactly?
Just a letter.
Okay. I'm gonna lay that letter back on the desk.
Okay, so Kraz has a whip. Sorry. Otis has a new greatsword.
Sure.
Zephyrabella.
Light crossbow.
Yeah, you can take one. Along with some bolts. Kira, anything for you?
Short bow, I'm thinking.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, short bow and enough arrows to last me. I don't know how many.
Jeff Axon, anything for you?
I'll take some arrows as well.
Okay. There are some suits of armor in the corner as well.
What do we got?
There's some splint.
Yeah.
There's basically some studded leather,
Yeah.
some breastplate, and some splint, and a shield. A couple of shields.
Need chainmail?
Chainmail?
Just checking.
Yeah, there's chainmail, but splint is better.
Oh, is it? I'll
What's
put this.
the?
I'll put the
I
split
need to
armor
look this up. I can't remember.
Split 17, chainmail 16. Putting on the split armor.
You do remember that Madame Fiona said you could only take one thing?
Yep.
Do you guys give the note to Smithy?
You put it on the desk.
Do you
I
read
have
it?
on the
that
desk.
Splint is 17, disadvantage stealth, chainmail 16, breastplate is 14 plus dex, plus max 2.
Yeah. How do I have 18 now?
With your shield, probably.
Shield?
Oh,
16
that's
plus 2.
right. That's right. That's right.
It's a breastplate, though.
Wow, you're all really
Yeah.
taking advantage of my kind offer. I'm glad. I mean, great. It's gonna go to waste. What?
I'll take a splint too in that case.
Yeah, there's
What are you
there's
pulling
another
up for?
Sure.
Well, Mr. Smithy, I do recall that you telling us we could take what we wanted here. We are actually
Absolutely, yeah.
we're on a mission.
Right. From.
Are you familiar with the Order of the Silent Shroud? Right.
Am I
Yeah.
the order of the
Yeah, probably.
What do they do?
Are you asking Otis? Are you asking me?
You.
They look after the graveyard. They're servants
right,
of
yeah,
Cannonball, God of the Dead.
Yeah.
We're investigating a rune to look for the dead body of someone, basically. Could be a little dangerous.
Right.
You look like you've come on hard times here, right? Shutting down your
Yeah.
shop,
Yeah,
Or-
like I told you before.
or possibly looting it. Either way, you're on hard times.
Looting it, I kind of look like. Does it look like? A, do I look like I need to be looting it? And B, if I am looting it, I've done a terrible job because I'm carrying nothing.
You've got that bag.
Oh yeah, except the bag. But this was mine. I came in with this.
I assume it's filled with the gold of the person who lives here.
No. I look around for the gold. It must be like a till.
Cha-ching!
Yeah,
you-
there's a box of coins.
Sure. So I grabbed the box of coins and I showed them. I'm like, look, here's the gold. I
Oh.
wasn't doing it.
Do you have the key to the store?
What store? Oh, you mean that we don't really call it a store in the trade? You know?
Or do you have the key?
Yeah, of course, but why?
I mean,
there-
if
there is-
if you are the owner and purveyor of this fine establishment, you should be able to lock the door.
Yeah, of course, we use the bar. You know,
Hmm.
like
What about when you leave?
I bar it and then I leave out the back.
Oh, there's a back, is there? How do you lock the back door?
That must have a key.
The key.
Oh, well, can you show us? Quite frankly, I could give two shits if this is your establishment or if you're robbing, but I'd like to know who I'm dealing with.
Sure.
Are you a liar or are you
The key is out the back.
Oh, fantastic. This is not your place. Don't believe for a second. You might be the owner, but this might not be your place. How you own it is dubious.
J'accuse, Smithy.
Maybe I am the owner. Maybe I over-exaggerate. I don't live here. Alero lived here. I have very little to do with the actual running. I let them do it. I used the Smith back in the day. I haven't for a while. I let them take the glory and the fame, but my name's on the bottom. Right. I wanted to impress you. I mean, it does belong to me. That is true.
That is a much more plausible story, and that would have been this would have caused this entire altercation to be avoided completely had you been honest from the get-go. But I don't hold it against you. You are but a human after all, and I think this is okay.
What do you mean, but a human?
Well, from what's that age-old proverb? You're only human. You make mistakes.
I was just beginning to like you.
That is a shame.
Anyway, cool. Everyone got what they want. We're all done here. I do need to shut up shop, so we can just... Tally ho.
God.
So Smithy, might I suggest something, sir?
Sure.
Yeah.
Now,
You're in.
what's your name again?
Sorry. My name is Mr. Otis Scarborough. Nice to meet you.
How do you do?
Sorry again for the door and the
Apologies.
throat thing. Yeah. It sounds like you are facing a hard time, much like the rest of the city of Phlan.
Uh-huh.
And you obviously are skilled in some sort of sorcery, to say the least.
Sorcery? I mean, I'm a bit
Yeah.
of a sorcerer with a hammer and...
Anvil. Nail.
So I propose,
Hammer and top.
why not join us?
Join you.
We're being paid gold to do this.
Join you to the graveyard.
As I said, you'll be rewarded for gold.
Sure, and as I said, I need gold because of the hard times. So, I mean, sure.
I mean, hopefully I'm not speaking out of turn if everyone else is okay with this.
Yeah, I mean, you'll split your cut with him, right?
Yeah, of course. You can have my share.
Thanks. I guess.
Well,
Being
many
very-
hands makes light work, I guess.
It's settled,
That's true.
so we should be off.
Yeah. So, if you just... I'll bar up the door.
And leave by the back
Yeah.
with your
meet you out
key.
front.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we'll meet you out front in 5 minutes.
Yeah, or like 10 seconds. It's not fast. It's not a big... I'll be straight there. I can't bar the door when you're inside.
Fair enough. Okay. I walk
Okay,
outside.
you'll leave.
I'm outside already.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I hand over the black scale shield to Jarthrex.
Okay,
So
after they all leave,
Ooh.
I bar the door. I go collect up all that gold.
50 gold.
I quickly rifle through the pockets of the guy on the ground.
Jesus Christ.
nothing.
Didn't do it.
And I leave
No one
us.
saw that?
You were all outside.
So you kind of stand outside, and Brother Keith is waiting for you at the front. He's, good, you are equipped and ready to go. That seems to take some time.
Hello.
You could say that.
You see the kind of light turns off in the shop, and then Smithy makes his way around the corner. He's like, "Hello." And who is this?
A tag along.
I'm Smithy. And apparently I'm coming to the graveyard.
He's
Sorry.
he's member of the famous five. That's why it's an ironic name and a work in progress.
This is very unconventional. My understanding was that I only hire adventurers via Madame Fiona. This is just some some strange man who just walked out of the shop.
I'm not a strange man. I'm well known about town. I'm a man of the people. Everyone.
Yes. He looks
That's
to
why I have a nickname.
yes.
Smithy. Everybody knows me as Smithy.
He looks to
Cool.
Jaffachi and he's like, do you vouch for this man or?
There was a. Yeah.
Oh.
You won't have to pay him.
We
of
could
course.
need the help, right?
All right. Well, fine. Let us leave then.
So
And you move on.
Yes.
Now do your little drawing. You're like here. You make your way down here. And then follow up. By this time, kind of shops are closing. People are either going to the pub or going back home. And you make your way to the Black Lyceum. And it is this huge, burnt-out church, enclosed in kind of a small, kind of woodland, open space. There are a few graveyards. It's not as big as Valhingen Graveyard or the church there, but it's almost menacing and imposing. And you can tell immediately that this was a place of worship for and what could be described as a evil or malevolent god. But like I say, it's kind of burnt out and hollowed out from the inside. But there are the flicker and kind of shadows dancing from some sort of fire light inside the ruins themselves.
So
I cast
along
Mage
the
Armor myself.
along the way, can we just like as we're walking, kind of just like tell Smithy about the tea house, what we're doing, all that stuff, just kind of go ahead and get it out there.
Sorry, but one sec.
Yep.
Sorry, Bo, just excuse me while I send you a message to answer
Yep.
your question.
Totally okay with that. You hear what I was saying though? Just I want to tell like Tugs everything as we're walking, just so he knows about the
Yeah, he knows about
gathering
the
at the tea house and all that stuff. Yeah. Hopefully pique his interest on the group. I don't know about the Fantastic Five, but
I
Yeah.
cast Mage Armor myself and then convert 2 sorcery points to a first level spell slot.
Okay, cool. Brother Keith says, are there people inside?
Looks like it.
You didn't know about that, did you?
No, I had no idea. Maybe perhaps they are vagabonds. I am no combatant. If there is danger, I will wait right here.
Why not?
We wouldn't
Anything
expect
we
you to
should
be,
know?
brother.
Please, I know nothing. Please, inspect the situation and see what is happening.
Do you know anything about the Black Lyceum? Anything we should know? Is it haunted? Is it cursed? Is there a kraken lying underneath the depths of the bowels of this church? Anything?
I mean, it's possible. It's all three of those things.
It's possible, a crack.
It's also possible that it's all poppycock, and none of those things are true. I'm sorry. I do not know.
All right, Brother Keith. I suppose we'll speak later.
I will await you here. He just kind of like looks around and there's maybe like an old bench. He just kind of sits down.
so awkward.
Yeah, you take a knee back there, brother. Should we
Well-
sneak up, go check a look inside?
Let's do
Yes.
it.
Yes, perhaps we should investigate.
Are you sure we want to? This sounds terrible, terrifying. What? Why are we doing this again?
Oh,
This
because
is
you were
Smithy.
hired to do it.
This is our duty to do this.
Duty.
Yes, we were hired to, as Mr. Krause said, this is we've been paid to do.
Right, yep. The money. I remember.
Okay, what's the plan?
There's a front door, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's there's no doors there anymore. Those doors have been bashed in and ripped off, but there is a definite front door.
Just walk towards that, right?
You gonna sneak or you gonna just?
We could potentially send 2 people that are a little bit stealthy to check it out, and we will stay close.
I volunteer.
I'll go with my good friend Kraz.
I'll come with you.
It's not our first rodeo.
Zephyrella as well.
First rodeo.
Yeah.
All right. Should we wait
Alright.
for you to come back, or just?
I think we need to keep
Follow
an eye on them just in
behind.
case something happens.
I'll
Can't let them go in there alone.
I'll
We'll
throw
keep
up
you
a-
in the distance.
Yeah,
That case.
don't get too far behind it. I'll throw up like a spray of lights into the air if shit goes super south.
All right.
Like Jenga lights. Like,
Good.
oh
good.
shit, go loud.
Right.
Okay. Give
All right.
me stealth rolls for those who are stealthing.
21.
14.
14 for Zephyrella.
Oh, I got 15.
Okay, so you're able
Thumbs it
to
up.
sneak up unnoticed, and when you reach the door, you can see kind of in the middle of the church. So the whole place is ruined. There are where there were pews in kind of a traditional church. They've been ripped up or they've been burnt out, and this place is almost completely destroyed. But in the center of the church, amongst kind of down from where the altar would be, there is a campfire, and there are 2 people sat by them. One, and they appear to be, they have like a pot over the campfire. One of them is kind of stirring it. There is a halfling lady, and there is a large half orc with an axe on his back.
We don't recognize the half orc.
No, well, it's hard to say. He's far away.
Okay.
Well,
So
obviously I just said no, so no.
there's just a couple of people, right?
Just 2 people,
Hanging around a fire.
but they have not noticed you.
Hmm.
What do you fancy,
Do we
Kraz?
kill? Do we kill them?
No.
No.
We could do the talking
you-
thing. It worked last time. Just stride up
That's the right thing to do. Let's
Like
give them a
we
chance to
belong.
surrender.
and
Yeah.
then accidentally kill one of them. It's our MO.
All right.
Let's not break the streak.
I put my cloak up a bit more, hike up my coat,
Mhm.
lead the way. Same routine as the barn. Yeah.
Same routine. It's totally different thing, I guess. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stroll in the front door with. I'm gonna nudge to Zephyrella to come with us.
What's the routine?
Just play along.
We don't know. Just roll with it. Fuck, I don't know.
Okay, on doing that, so you kind of come out of stealth and just kind of plainly kind of stroll forward. They see you, and so the half orc, he stands up and kind of immediately puts a hand on his axe. Doesn't draw it, but puts it on, and the halfling lady kind of warily looks over to you.
I cast minor illusion to make a clipboard appear in my hand, and I'm like, check it out. I knew it. Look over there. Black mold. Black mold. Black mold. Seriously unsafe. Kraz, take a note, will you? Like death trap. Just mark
I take
down
it.
death trap.
Take out my book and my quill.
Hello?
There are people. Are you living here? Do you realize this place is a death trap? You are absolutely putting your lives at risk just by even standing here.
She kind of looks to the half orc and then kind of looks. She's like, "Sorry."
What's your name, madam?
Peony Lonsdown?
Peony, take a note, Kraz, take a note.
How can we serve you today?
Peony, my name is Wingalia Leverbottom, and I am the City of Phlan's official building inspector. And as you can see, this building has already been condemned, and we're looking at turning it into a playground for the children of Phlan.
What?
But first, we must turn it into a pile of rubble. It's absolutely true. The place is a death trap. We heard rumors that people were staying in here. Oh no, we can't do that because you will die.
Oh, deception roll with advantage.
It's not good.
I believe.
15.
Are you sure? Nobody's told us about this.
Oh well, that's why I'm here, to inform and educate and save lives, if I can.
Well, perhaps come in. Would you like some soup?
Oh yes. Oh, but not in here though. If you've been cooking soup in here, you're likely to lose both your legs to gangrene.
But we've been here for months.
Months. Oh. You may wish to take some time to gather your things and make sure your life is in order.
I don't understand. We have permission from the Lord Protector to be here.
Do you really? The Lord Protector. Kraz, take a note. Lord Protector. He's on the list.
Well, not really. My name is Peony. This is Rogue.
Peony.
He kind of
Rogue.
He keeps a hand on his axe. I'm a quiet faithful of Lathander.
Lathander. Ah. Oh, the Lord of something. Amazing things, I'm sure. And I would know him from...
Let's get this one straight as well.
Is it knowledge?
No.
The sun.
He's creativity, dawn, renewal, birth, athletics, spring, self-perfection, vitality, and youth.
Oh.
Ah, well, this is definitely where he'd want you to worship him. Yeah, I can see why. It must get amazing light in the day.
Please, we have wounded here.
Wounded? What do you mean?
Yes, we help people. I'm a healer.
Can I insight check as I'm taking notes?
You'd have to get closer to probably be able to.
Okay.
Have they been wounded by falling rubble, perhaps?
No, the building is. I admit it's a bit of a strange place to be, but it hasn't fallen down on us yet. Lathander protects us, I'm sure.
Mm.
I'm gonna wander around from column to column, just scribbling in my book, edging myself slowly closer, just a little bit.
So we need to leave.
Oh yes, dangerous times. You should take your wounded and take them to Kraz? Not take them to Kraz, but Kraz, do you have any suggestions as to a good place that these people could go?
The Velvet Doublet, my lady.
The Velvet Doublet.
But that's a terrible place. We can't take wounded people there.
They
Yes,
have a
Kraz,
triage
it's
set up
pub.
in the foyer.
They do. Well, Rogue, you better wake the patients, please.
How many do you have that are sick?
There are four of them right now. Well, most of them wounded in the riots.
Ah.
The riots recently.
Well, why
Trampled
don't
by a horse.
I
Have a man who's cannot walk. What am I supposed to do?
Zevi?
Yeah.
I mean,
Guys,
Smithy said
you
you're good
what are
at
you guys
carrying
doing
things.
outside? Just chilling.
Yeah, I'm just standing behind the other two.
Otis.
Just
I think I'm just kind of chatting like, this is taking way too long.
we
Something's
haven't
wrong.
been here that long yet.
In 5 minutes.
Give them some time. They were gonna notify us if something went awry. Let's
What if they're in
just
trouble?
keep it low for now.
Okay.
Okay, back to Kraz.
Can we insight check them, or are we not that close?
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, if you step up to them, sure, you get a good view of them. So, Peony, she's a halfling. She's got kind of short cropped yellow hair, blue eyes. Rogue is a large half orc, kind of scraggly black hair.
Oh,
And
that
they
one.
seem, you can't get a read on them. They seem totally legit.
Zephy, Kraz, thoughts?
Rogue, I think it's okay. Please just wake the patients. We'll have to move them. If the
I'm going to hesitate a moment and just see what Rogue does.
he's fine. He kind of goes into one of like the vestibules, just like off, and he kind of takes a lamp in, and as he goes in, you can see some kind of like makeshift cots, and they all have. There's like 4 people kind of led up in there. It's such a. We've been here for. We're just trying to help.
Kraz, you think we can do a deal with the Velvet Doublet, like get these people a place they can actually look after these guys instead of in a rundown, like Temple of Death?
The Velvet Doublet is more of an establishment of the skin, if you catch my meaning. But I'm sure we could send them that way.
There's no
But
better
no,
healer.
we want to.
telling
We
you.
want to stay. We want to stay here.
Each of you will be given 3 gold pieces to find suitable accommodations and aid.
But there is a. We're here for a reason. Our work here is. It's symbolic. We're bringing life and helping people in a place of dreadful evil.
Symbolic, I'm sure. But,
The park does sound very nice.
Yeah, there's food there, and like we'll pay you a couple of visits every so often, make sure we keep you topped up and well fed, and make sure you got supplies
them-
and stuff.
There's 5 of them in total. How many are there in total?
There's Peony, there's Rogue, and then there's 4 guys. One of them, the Rogue is like rousing them, and they kind of are battered and bruised and they're bandaged up. But one of them can't walk.
I walk up and I hand 18 gold to Peony.
Well, thank you. I mean, but I just don't understand this. Where are you from?
I work for Kira.
And I work for the Lord. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go and grab him.
Sorry?
I'm gonna step outside. I'm gonna walk out and just grab Otis. I'm gonna go get Otis. I'm gonna be like, Otis, there are people in here. They genuinely need our help. Like, I was conning them for a moment, and if we needed a con artist, then perhaps we'd look to the Smithy over here. But we need somebody honest and somebody who could actually help and do good. So you're the guy I go to.
You're telling me that to my face now outside?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we should go. It's just okay. Let's make haste.
Should we wait here?
Nah, let's get in there. I think they're actually.
Okay.
They seem like they're actually legit. They're just a group of people trying to heal the sick and poor, and they seem like good people. Let's set them up somewhere and look after them.
Okay.
Oh, there's
I'll go.
more of you. What are you all doing here? Are you all with the city?
Indeed, we are.
Why are you armed?
We had reason to suspect that this place could have been taken over by vagabonds, hostile vagabonds. But clearly, you're just simple squatters. Misunderstanding. The muscle is unnecessary at this point.
Well, that wasn't a problem the last time the Black Fist came. We just stood our ground, and now you're saying we have to leave. I don't understand.
Well, governments. What can I say?
Oh my goodness. Well,
Please let me introduce Lord Otis Scarborough. He is a knight of some renown, not necessarily in
Hello.
the city, but he's a good man, and you can trust him. And I defer to his judgment on what you should
well,
do.
then please, my lord, please, we just want to stay here and heal the sick. Can we not just? Do we not just stay? The building is fine. We have no problems with the structure. This lady seems to think the building is falling down. What? Why should we move? Please, these people are sick.
Look, perhaps we should go seek a healer of some sort and bring them here if the
I'm
people
a
are too sick
healer.
to move.
I'm the healer.
Oh, I didn't know you're a healer. I'm sorry.
I'm doing my best.
Is there anything you need help with?
I need help getting this bureaucrat to leave us alone.
Oh, I push past Otis, but hold my jacket aside to make sure it doesn't touch any of the dirty people. But I get my face quite close to hers, and I say, "You have to go away now. Leave now."
Intimidation check.
Yeah.
While this is transpiring, I sort of walk up to Darthraxon and in Draconic, I just say to her,
18.
"Perhaps keep your hands ready for that orc. I do not like the look of his weapons."
I agree. I'll keep an eye out.
Oh, we must find them. We shall go, but fine. I hope you know what you're doing.
I think you can
So-
trust that we do not.
It takes them a while. Fiona kind of gathers up some of their things, gathers up the cooking pot. Those who can walk, but Rogue has to kind of carry the guy like a baby, kind of an old man, like an infirm man who cannot walk, and just kind of hoists him up. Maybe like fireman lifts him, and they, saddened and dejected, leave.
You're welcome.
Oh, they made 18 gold. It'll be enough to buy them a place to stay for a bit.
Mm.
Maybe
Definitely.
some supplies.
I look around.
Yeah, so this place is pretty fucked.
Not
Gonna
so-
look. Gonna look for a passageway that might or a set of stairs.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Okey-doke. 19.
19.
Whoa.
Okay, cool. So, Brother Keith joins you. He does not know the exact whereabouts of the crypt, and you kind of all together begin a search of the chapel. You can't find anything, and you budding adventurers that you are, you do the whole like secret door thing, like somewhere under here. You try and like push the altar, like is there a hidden door under here? And you can't particularly find it. But maybe after an hour of searching, perhaps one of you, let's say Otis, you are no, sorry, Kraz, you rolled a roll, so you can find it. So outside in the grounds, there is kind of it's kind of the whole church is kind of built on like a little bit of a hill in parkland, and you manage to look through. There are some bushes and some shrubbery, and you do find kind of a passage that leads like down underneath the church.
I let everyone know.
Perhaps we should investigate, right?
Well, this would be the best
Let's go.
best place to start. I suggest you two go first. And I point to Otis and Darthraxon.
Just gonna walk down
Right.
some creepy
Boom.
steps.
Take point.
You can wait out here if you like,
Okay.
with the creepy graveyard and tombstones.
Fair point.
Brother Keith says, "Shall I come with you, or
No,
you will come and get? I will stay right here."
maybe stay out of sight.
Can I ask who were those people?
Not important.
Oh, I see. Vagabonds.
Yes.
Oh, the city. Yes. The city's going through trying times. And,
Hmm.
Mm.
yes.
Vagrant.
good people like you are here to help.
Sure.
All right, well, stay safe, Brother Keith.
Yes, I will find another bench.
Before we go down, I take my coat off and I just like hold it out for Brother Keith to hold. Like,
No, it's fine. I don't need the benches here are clean. I wouldn't want to sit on such a fine cloak.
I'd like you to hold it.
I'm sorry.
I'm not very well going to put it on the ground, am I?
I believe I am your employer, not your servant. I don't think I will hold it.
So I'll just put it on this bench then.
Make a persuasion check.
Something I'm good at. Oh, 11. Damn, I rolled a 2.
That is not why I'm here. I'm here to investigate the tomb of Zandria Walton.
Right.
No, I'm not a
Sorry.
cloak rack.
I'm new. I still don't really understand who anybody is or what the hierarchy. I'm just going to put it on the bench.
Indeed. Well,
I kind of scuffle.
good luck. I will wait for you here. If you find the crypt, please come and get me right away.
Sure. And keep an eye on my coat.
Yes, quite. Okay, you head through. So it's kind of a fairly ragged tunnel cut into the hill, and it slowly slopes forward, and you proceed in. And this is probably a good time to take a break.
That's scary.
Good job, guys. 5 minutes, then we'll come back.
good.
Yeah.
So good.
Can't believe you moved out my poor people.
Turfed him out.
Wow. It's okay. I'm sure they wouldn't have been any help.
Definitely not super useful NPC.
They wouldn't have known where the entrance was. They wouldn't have warned you about any danger. Nope.
Nope.
Not at all.
Like, definitely unbalanced to have those included in the party.
Wouldn't have been able to like heal you or give you any potions, anything like that.
Hmm? Like one tank, one healer. Yeah. Why would you want that? So I almost got murdered.
Yeah. Nice.
Pretty close.
Yeah, when Bill grabbed you, I was like, ah.
What a fucker! I was like,
He was good though, because he was the one who was like, "Do you want to join?"
yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, that would be nice. Lucky he didn't go behind the counter. Things would have gone differently.
Is your hammer still in your bag?
Hmm?
The hammer?
Yeah.
Still in the bag?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's like equal parts freaked out and intrigued by it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like he probably won't touch it until like maybe either there's like some quiet like private time and he has time to think about it, or
Sure.
if he, you know, things really go to shit and he feels like desperate, like maybe he'll just be like, oh god.
Yeah.
And at the moment he doesn't like consciously use his spells, it just kind of happen.
Fine. Got you.
I really like Kraz. I like him a lot.
That's good. I imagine our very posh lifestyle choices are going to collide with each other.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. I like it.
You're probably like the first one Smithy would like confide in just because you're wearing nice clothes. Like the only connection.
Yeah.
Smithy's a big fan of fun.
No shit.
Yeah.
I wish you hadn't told me that.
Big fan of bun.
Uh-huh. Well, coincidentally, Kraz loves his gold button doublet.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I gathered as much.
He'd be quite
What's-
You
angry.
guys are quite the pair.
We know.
Okay, we good?
Sure.
Yes.
Ready.
Okay. So you proceed down this tunnel, and it goes on for a long while. And in fact, it seems to it veers left and almost like follows the shape of the hill round and round, but going deeper and deeper. And you're walking for possibly like almost like 5 minutes. You still you're able to keep your bearings and figure you're still in the same location, but it's kind of like a spiral going downwards. Everybody give me a in fact, so it's dark down here, so do you light torches or?
Sure.
So Jafraxon can see, Kraz can see, but the rest of you can't?
I can
Sorry,
perfectly.
huh?
I have hold on, what do I want?
Kira can see.
I have Devil's Sight. You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet. What?
Okay, so only Otis and Zephyrella can't see. So you guys, what do you want to do?
I got a torch.
Because it's pitch black down here.
Yeah.
Got a torch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Torch?
Sure. Torch.
Okay, cool. So it's kind of like a hollowed out tunnel, and it kind of spirals around, and then eventually the tunnel kind of straightens out, and it comes to there is a wooden door in front of you. And sorry, I'll show you the map.
A wooden door, you say?
Check it for traps.
I
Good
kind of
idea.
assumed the marching order.
Yep.
Kraz
That's-
through the back, Kira, Otis in the middle, and then
Yeah,
Jafraxon,
boy.
Zephyrella.
You.
Okay, so you get to the door. So you want to check it for traps? Do me a perception check.
No. 8.
Yeah, you can't really.
You find anything good?
It's fine.
But you can. So that's checking the traps. But you can all give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Whoa.
Natural 20.
Nice.
High five.
5.
Okay. So, kind of listening at this door in the next room, you can definitely hear kind of occasional, kind of low whimpers, kind of faint, maybe like moaning screams, and like a babbling, but definitely voices on the other side of this door.
Was it common?
Yeah, but you can't tell any words.
What do we do?
Kick ass? As they say.
Okay.
Let's just go.
We don't know.
I draw my new whip.
Jalthraxis, you have
Right.
not yet met a door you could not best.
You gotta open this door.
Yep.
Yes.
It's locked.
Shit.
Damn it.
Kick it open.
We try and pick the lock.
You can do that too.
Yeah.
Oh. Can I watch?
Go ahead.
You first. I want to admire your technique.
Okay. What do I use for that? These tools.
Dex. Yep. Dex is the attribute associated with it.
Plus your proficiency.
Oh.
Whoa, so super easy. you picked locks before, and this one is a fairly straightforward one. Just stick the lockpick in, and then click, lock open.
Bessie,
Impressive.
should we kick it open?
That does sound quite. I like that. As a bit of flair. Jathraxon, would you kick the door in, please? Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Just like
so
that.
You forgo any stealth. Kick open the door.
Shock and awe.
You.
And you see this. So you enter into a room. It has 8 cells, 5 of which are full of dirty, wounded looking prisoners. They're all kind of like sat on the floor looking disheveled. To the east, there's another door that is barred, but from this side. So it has a large wooden bolt on it, stopping it from being open from the other side. And then there's a door directly across to you on the south wall. In the middle, there is kind of like this wooden chair, like a dentist chair, and full of nasty looking jagged like instruments and knives and stuff. And the chair seems to be caked in blood. So you kick open the door, and as soon as you do, all of these guys in the cells, if I can select them, they all look towards you.
Can we get closer to them?
And you catch their attention. Do you want to move in the room?
Yeah.
You guys can move yourselves, hopefully.
I can't move my guy.
Okay, one sec. So you do correct. So Jathraxon kicks down the door. They all move towards you, and immediately they're all like, the first guy's like, "Oh, help! Help! Get us out of here! Get us out of here! Help us!" And he was like, "Please, please, let me out! Let me out!" And then you hear from the door to the south of you, somebody in kind of a gruff voice says, "What the fuck is that? Go have a look. Go have a look." And whoop. Somebody opens the door, revealing the room beside it, and a Black Fist guard in full Black Fist armor is stood at the doorway. He has a shield and a mace, and behind him you can see kind of a room. It has kind of a couple of guys in, and it's like looks like a kind of a bedroom, shabby looking bedroom. And the guy opens the door. He's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
I want to look at the prisoners, and I just want to ask who are these people and why are they locked in here?
It's none of your fucking business. And he's like, boys, come here. And they all start stepping out. There are 4 of them.
Huh. We're with the city.
Deception check with disadvantage.
Oh, dear.
That's okay. 15.
Not bad.
What city?
Well, Phlan, of course. We've been asked to clear out the Black Lyceum of any vagabonds, and we found this catacomb.
Turns out the
Were you
place
not
is full
informed?
of vagabonds. They just happen to be locked in cells.
You seem to have caught him off guard. He kind of he looks over, He's like, what the fuck? What are they on about? What do we do? And he's like, who sent you?
It was a missive from the not the Lord Protector, but his right hand man. It was signed by the Lord Protector.
Which right hand man?
It's Knight Commander
Williams.
Bolvor, I believe.
They kind of look over. Like, you're not Black Fist.
Well, no.
Otis, one of the ladies is like reaching through the bars. She's like, please, let me out.
Did I say anything physically wrong with them? Just
They
curious.
yeah, for sure. They are cut and wounded. They look like they've been tortured. Absolutely.
Guard, why are these people here being tortured? What's this about?
They're under investigation.
What did they do?
They're all criminals. Look, nobody told us about a visit. All right, we were under strict orders. LeBlanc said, if anyone comes in here, we throw them in the cells or we throw them in the fun house. So give up your weapons and surrender.
Surrender? I think, sir. I think you've misunderstood the power differential of this altercation. You, sir, should surrender your weapons and submit yourself to our investigation. I think the Lord Protector would want to know why these people have been tortured unnecessarily. It's 2 minutes from creating a new riot on the surface. Surely, if the people found out that their people were being tortured, there'd be another uprising.
Our orders were specific. Johnny, get the wolves. And guys like shuffles back, starts like doing something in the room. We can't really see because all 3 guys are kind of in front of the doors.
Listen, sir. We're not an enemy of the Black Fist. Please.
Then just put down your weapons, surrender. We'll get Commander LeBlanc here. He can sort this all out.
Chaos Bolt.
And everyone rolls for initiative.
Oh, this guy would do that.
If you select your characters, that makes sense.
Select them.
Yeah, like you just did. So,
Oh, okay. So select your character, and then.
yeah, you've already done it.
Oh, but not everyone's done it.
What?
Select your character.
Yeah, I did.
I done mine.
You mean that marquee? My character?
Just highlight it with the left click. It was select move.
It's alright, don't worry if you've already rolled.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Had
Do I have any chance to speak at all to Kraz, or just like after the fact, or I gotta wait for my turn to speak to him, or what?
I backed.
See him
I
anywhere.
backed up. I backed up into like almost the hallway leading out of this place, and I just sort of waited, and then I threw the chaos bolt when he asked for LeBlanc.
Smithy.
I'm in there.
Yeah, got ya.
I've got a 5.
Okay, we'll just give Kraz, you can go first,
Yeah.
and then we'll go into turn order with Zephyr Bell up next.
Sitting the one in the middle.
One in the middle
8.
to hit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool.
So what is describe what that looks like?
Oh, I have a black gem really badly cut in my left hand and my whip in right, and this sort of energy, this black energy, this starts to form around in a circle, spinning quicker and quicker, and I throw it out, and it sort of changes color as it goes constantly, and then it explodes into a cloud of smoke when it misses.
Nice. So yeah, he just he managed to get his shield up, and it just poof against the shield. Zephyrella, this you've got these three guys in front of you, and this kind of bolt of energy comes past and puffs on a shield. The guy puts his shield up. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna beat my fist on my chest, get my battle axe out. I'm gonna rage, and I'm just gonna swing at the guy on the right.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
Yeah, swing.
Murder.
Try and take the guy on the right.
Kill people.
11?
Misses. Again, he managed to. He brings up his shield, and you just find nothing but shield, and hit him.
And that's me.
Okay, now the Black Fist is at a 10. Right. Boys, get him and throw him in the funhouse. No one can know what we're about. And so one's going to go for Jarfaxon, one's going to rush for Bakira, and one's going to go for Zephyrella. Uh, 13 Jarfaxon, no. And then 6 on Kira. So they all miss. You all manage to parry them off. This guard in the room is going to use his action to untie 2 wolves, which are tied up in the room. And then it's over to Otis.
So I think I would immediately, when I heard him fucking launch his chaos bolt, I'll turn
Someone's
around.
like, in the cage, Otis, someone's like, please let me out. And you notice this one guy, he's only got one ear. So please help me.
I think I would immediately turn around and I'll just shout, Kraz, what are you doing? And I would.
Obviously, you don't see Kraz because he's cast it from the hallway. But yeah, I guess you can probably presume that it's maybe him.
Yeah. I think I would run probably over here towards these guys.
Yeah. Go for it.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
And can I get? Oh my god, I just shrunk.
Okay.
Just speaking to these guys, that doesn't count as any kind of special turn. I could just speak to them, right?
Say a few words in an
Yeah,
action.
sure. But they won't be able to reply to you.
Okay, I do want to tell them, Blackfist, put your swords down. He doesn't understand what he's doing. He doesn't mean any harm. And then I want to, I don't want to hit him. I want to try to can I push him back?
Yeah, you can push him.
Yeah, I'll try to push him to the hallway maybe. I don't know.
Push into the back into the room?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We can knock him off his feet if I can, you know?
So give me... Guys, is it an athletics check or just a straight strength check for a push?
Contested.
Athletics or strength?
It's an attack.
Strength.
You have to roll to attack to push him.
Roll to attack?
Mm.
And they contest it with athletics?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, have a look.
Yes. You can forego an attack to push.
The shovel action. Oh.
Here we go. Shoving a creature.
It's the first look up already. Jeez.
It's an athletics check contested by your target's athletic or dex acrobatics.
Okay. So just make me an athletics check.
Yeah, it's a contested check.
23.
Whoa. Okay, so you do... Which guy? This guy?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah? So what, you push him into the doorway?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, he moves 5 feet back.
Okay.
Does Tarthraxon get an opportunity attack?
No, because he didn't. It's only if he voluntarily moves away.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Jeff Axon, you're good.
Pull out the great sword,
Yeah.
and I swing at this guy in front of me.
Cool. Roll to attack.
Kill his
Here.
family.
20.
Hits.
Takes 13 slashing
Oh.
damage.
You just take your great sword and you find purchase like underneath his arm and just stab him right under. The sword goes all the way through his chest and he kind of slumps off your blade. Totally.
Whoa. Okay.
Shit.
Alright.
First.
And you kind of pull your sword out and then a huge gush of blood splatters against Otis.
Nice.
Alright.
The dirty guy, sure, just fills them up, yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna use a little bit of movement to here.
Yeah.
And turn on this guy. That's it for my turn.
Kira, you're good.
It's rapier time as I sort of duck down and draw Slice up, trying to get under his shield. A 17,
It just hits.
Oh,
6 piercing damage.
Okay. You do manage to get under his shield and you give him a great cut and blood seeps out under his chainmail, but he is still up.
Alright, then for my bonus action, I'm going to inspire the Smithy with a little ditty. I'll be like, we met a handsome young man who's quite iffy. He'll steal all your gold in a jiffy. A mysterious guy, he's certainly not shy, and I'm pretty sure he just robbed the smithy.
Oh!
Very good. Take inspiration. And now we're on to Smithy's go.
Oh shit! I just like crack a smile. Like, ah. I'm just gonna walk straight forward at this guy at the back.
Which guy?
This guy here. I just slowly kind of walk up to him, but with purpose. And I just hold out a finger and I say, "It's late, you're tired, and you're beginning to show off. Now just stop it." And I
Unbelievably, you watch this guy do this, and then
I cast friends on him.
okay. Advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you. Isn't hostile towards you.
Oh shit!
ooh. Uh-oh.
Okay. Then I just say that.
Good. Kraz, you'll go.
Okey-doke. Same guy that Kira stabbed. I'm gonna just fire off a little firebolt at him. 22.
Definitely hits.
7 points of fire damage.
Cool. So you hit him, and the flame kind of takes hold on him, on his kind of on his like jerkin that he wears, kind of over his armor, and it just engulfs him in flame really, really quickly, and he falls down screaming and dead.
Huh.
Is that for better?
Alright. I'm just gonna run up and then my turn.
Cool. Can I get through Otis's legs?
Are you sure? Make me a acrobat.
It's not my legs, it's his head.
Sorry, it's Smithy's legs.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Smithy's legs.
We look alike, it's okay. That's a lie.
I'm the one with the fancy hat,
It's a fancy head, by the way. Lavender's her color.
right?
How big, Smithy?
I'm a
He's a
regular
human.
sized human.
Yeah, so my halfling nimbleness should allow me to do it.
Oh, okay, without even a roll.
Yeah, it's you can move through any space of a creature that's a size larger than yours.
Okay, do it.
Cool. So I'm gonna run through his feet and then take a swing from the bottom up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds rough.
This is gonna hurt.
15.
Misses.
Damn it.
So I think you do like a sliding. You're like trying to slide under his legs and then bring your axe up, but he sees you coming, and kind of dumps his shield on the ground, and you just bounce off his shield.
Okay.
Then you're like right between him and Smithy. He's gonna attack you.
Cool.
That's 15 to hit.
Misses.
Damn it.
Oh.
Okay.
Is there any music playing, or is this a silly question I just asked?
Sorry?
Is there
There
any
is,
music playing?
there is. It's quite
Yeah.
quiet.
It's
I
quiet.
can't hear anything.
No, it's fine. You just gotta turn it up in settings.
It's all the way up.
Oh, you said this before. Huh?
I don't know. Who knows? I hear it now. Thanks.
It's probably just in your mixer.
No, I literally just heard it. I didn't touch anything, but okay.
Okay, so he kind of tries to slam down with his mace, but you just block it with your axe. And then he's going to try and... I think he's going to have to try and back out of here. So we'll take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
back
call.
to like
Found it.
here.
So I can take a swing.
Yeah, swing at him again.
Okay. I need new axe.
Definitely misses. So he jumps back before you get a chance to swing at him. This guy is going to turn around. I didn't roll initiative for this. This guy is going to hold his action. And then it's back to Lewis.
I'm gonna hold my action.
To do.
Hold on.
Hold it for what?
I wanna wait and see what the dogs do.
That's not how that works.
Does it not?
So you need to say what you're going to do when it happens.
Really? I can't see what happens and do something that's kind of defeats the
No.
purpose.
No.
It did trigger something.
So
You have to like
Okay.
hold an
So
action.
you have to say like, if the wolf comes to me, then I'll attack it.
if the wolf comes to me, then I'll attack it.
Jeff Raxon, you've got the burnt, crispy body of a guard at your feet, and two
Right.
in the room.
Can I try to get past here with a dex check or something like that?
Yeah, I think they'll move out your way.
Oh, that's
Okay,
convenient.
they're allies. It's okay. It's just-
Okay,
it's fine.
so I'll run straight in
Cool.
Yeah,
to these guys.
you got two
And-
guys on either side of you.
Yes,
Jeez.
and I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance.
Yeah, boy.
Shit.
What now?
What is that?
I don't know.
It does 65 passive damage, and it does an AoE spell that does 50 damage every second.
Yep.
Sorry,
of
Cass.
course.
It has a 12% chance to miss on their attacks.
Yeah, they make a con save or take 1d6.
Nice.
16 and 14.
They both save, yeah.
They both save.
They
No
both
damage.
save. No damage. If
cool.
it's
Cantrip.
So you
It's
just
a
kind of
cantrip.
this kind of radiance comes out of you, but they manage to get their shields up and block any damage they would take. Kira,
Because I've got my rapier out, can I put it away and draw my bow and fire? Or is that too much gonna go?
no, that's okay.
All right, then sheathing rapier, I'm gonna draw a bow and shoot past old Jalthraxis. I know that's not your name. I'm just gonna call you that forever. At the Black Knight of Doom next to her.
Black Knight of Doom?
Damn right. 15 to hit.
Shoot him!
15. doesn't hit. No, misses. So you manage to duck out the way, and it just goes ping and bounces off one of the stone walls behind.
All right, I'm done.
Cool. And now the wolves go. So the wolves, seeing this this dragonborn attacking its masters, they're both gonna come up on you like this, and
Shit.
they are going to attack with advantage.
Pack tactic.
Attack tactics.
Pack tactic.
Oh no.
It's a 13 and a 17.
13 misses, 17 hits. Because
17 hits.
I have the great sword up. I don't have the shield right now.
Okay, cool. So it does 6 damage.
Alright.
So it really bites into your arm, and then you must succeed on a DC 11 strength saving throw, or be knocked prone.
Right. Let's see. here.
Easy. Easiest saving throw of your life.
16!
That succeeds. So one tries to bite at you, you dodge out the way. The other one grabs your arm and tries to almost like pounce you and bundle you to the floor, but you manage to shove him off. Now it's Praz's go.
All right, I'm gonna create a bonfire
I knew you could do that. Do it.
between these dogs to get them both.
To get them both?
Yeah,
How big is it? 5?
5 feet cube. Hopefully, setting that cod on fire.
They should keep a campfire handy, shouldn't they?
Yeah, it's gonna happen a lot.
Sorry.
Just keep it off the map, and I'll just move it around when I feel like casting bonfires. It's all good.
Okay, so you whoosh, a bonfire just kind of appears underneath the walls, and they move away. So they need
Nice.
to do a dex save.
Yes, DC 13.
So one succeeds and one
Yeah.
fails.
Yeah.
And what? It's 1d8.
Oh, I roll it, I guess. There should be a damage button for that. 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
When they move
And-
into it
and
in their turn, or start
Not
their
half.
turn.
Not half from the other one.
No, not half. Just a cantrip. Since I'm playing a shadow sorcerer, can fire be kind of purple tinted?
Sure.
Cool.
Smithy.
I'm gonna walk up to the which guy was it that walked back? This guy?
Yeah.
This guy.
Guy on the left.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk up to him again. I'm gonna say, "Hey, I was talking to you. Now stop all this silliness at once."
Make a persuasion roll.
Is that your secret weapon, Jimmy? Your +9 persuasion?
Yes.
Just persuade everything to stop fighting. Just give us your gold.
Zephyrabella, you'll go. He will consider it.
Okay.
He'll inform his superiors.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna run up to this guy and take a swing. Hopefully. 24?
Definitely hits.
That's 14 damage.
Whoa!
Nice!
Wow.
Cut him in half.
Oh.
You guys.
Goodness.
I look pleased with myself.
Damn, Daniel.
Otis.
I'm gonna wait here for the dog to attack me.
Okay, good. Jeff Raxon.
Alright. See here.
Move over, move over. I just want to see this.
I'll just attack with my great sword again. Swing at the guy. 23.
The guy?
Yeah.
Definitely hits.
He takes 11 slashing
Right,
damage.
so you just kind of swing round with your great sword, and you like from behind, like from the side, you just like lop off one arm, and just
Oh,
blood spurts out everywhere, and he
Like Kill
collapses
Bill?
to the floor, dead.
right.
It's but a flesh wound.
Here.
He's not gonna consider what I said.
He was really thinking about it.
Yeah, I shout to
As if someone
Smithy.
cut
Well,
his
I mean, he
arm off.
dropped his arms, like, and I
Ah!
shoot a bow at one of these wolves, the one on the right.
There's action in the fight.
My right, your right.
My right, all the rights, the right on the map.
That's it for my turn.
Thanks, Jeff Waxon.
That's
That hit.
23. 4 piercing damage.
Or just hits him in his haunches. He's now got an arrow sticking out.
That's me done.
Okay. These wolves don't know any better.
They have to make dex saves.
Do they?
Yeah.
Create a bonfire until the spell ends. Any creature in the bonfire space when you cast a spell, creature must also take the saving throw when it moves, or
End his turn on there.
end. So they're not going to end it. So they're going to switch. They're going to move.
Oh.
They're going to move
Smart.
further into. They're not going to stand on a fire. They're going to stay in range, and one's going to go for Smithy.
Hey,
That's rude.
what did I do to you?
Why don't you ask him to stop?
That
I
takes
don't.
17 to hit.
Yep.
5 damage.
Okay.
And make a strength saving throw.
Oh, Christ.
Can he persuade?
Oh.
With that, he takes a bite out of your leg, but you kind of just kick him off. And
I
then
let out a little yelp. I'm like,
another one on Jar Fraxon. 23 to hit.
Hits.
6 damage.
Oh.
Strength save, right?
And a strength save, please.
Alright. Just a second. Seven.
Yeah, so this one, he has a taste for you, and he jumps and takes another bite out of you, going through your throat this time. And he makes some purchase on some of your scales, but also its weight just piles you to the floor, and you are not prone.
Yep.
Bad.
I'm gonna shoot the one that's on her.
Yeah.
With advantage. Oh, it doesn't
Whoa.
matter anyway. 5 points of fire damage.
That's all you needed. Pew! Like a shot from a gun. Bolt of fire just sprays out. Gets knocked back off of Jar Fraxon.
All right. And I run into the room. No, Jothraxon! And that's the end of my turn.
What?
No what? Smithy.
No what?
That
No
she got knocked over.
I'm just gonna try and punt this last dog.
Yeah.
Deal 1 point of damage.
What do I roll for a punt, please?
It's strength.
Just
And
D20
that
plus strength.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
I mean, it's more of like a.
Charlie, is it Charlie Brown?
Just kind of
you slap the dog.
happen. He looks at you.
I was trying to
Okay.
punt him, like not punch him, punt.
Oh, punt him?
Yeah, punt
Yeah.
him.
Still just as
kick it?
effective.
Oh, then you
Yeah,
can
kick
totally. Yeah.
It's like Charlie Brown with the football game moved out the way, you know?
His body is. This room's covered in blood. There's one wolf still up, one burning in the corner. What do you want to do?
Zephyr.
Is that me? Sorry. I'm here. I'm gonna move up and take a swing at the wolf. Can I fit in there?
Yeah, sure.
Eight.
He manages to shoot to the side, dodging out the way. Otis.
I'm gonna wait for the dog to attack me.
Jeff Raxton.
Right, I'll take care of it. That's fine. I swing the great sword around for 8 to hit, so that
So
misses.
he dodges the way out of Zephyrabella, and then
And-
dodges out of your way too.
Yes. And then I'm gonna use the second wind as my bonus action.
Okay.
Do I have a button for that? I don't, do I?
D10 plus con.
Is it con or level?
Oh yeah, plus level.
Right.
It's
Higher level.
per level, yeah.
Sorry. It's level.
Hey.
Alright. So I gain 9 points.
Wow.
9! And that's it for my turn.
Sorry, what is it? 1d10?
1d10
Plus player level.
Plus player level in that.
Or
in
class
fighter.
level, I guess.
Yeah.
Five level. 9.
You're level 2?
Level
No, I'm level 1 fighter.
Are you?
Cleric. Yes.
Since when?
Since when I
Now.
leveled up, I took 1 point in fighter instead of cleric.
Then how do you have?
Whoa.
Do you have second? What do you have second wind from?
Level 1.
I did one.
Level 1 fighter has second
Fighter
one.
level 1.
Is it?
Second wind as a bonus
Yeah,
action.
yeah.
My
Active
God.
surge is level 2.
I didn't know this game.
I also have great weapon fighting. Great weapon
Hence the
fighting.
big sword.
Very good.
The big sword.
Very good. Cool. So you take a bit of a pause, get some stamina
Okay.
back.
You
The
Kylo
wind
Ren this
going
shit.
around with some
Feel a little bit
crackles
better.
of lightning in it, and it goes shoo, out to the side.
Kira, you're good.
Alright. Sensing victory, shouldering the bow, drawing my rapier, I run forward. I'm gonna leap off the back of the young Tippletop and try and thrust my blade airborne into this last wolf.
Cool.
Okay, I need it. It's getting pretty dense around here. I need an acrobatics check.
I anticipated as much. And I am well prepared with this roll. Ow!
Oof.
Wow.
Oh yeah. So you can do like a flip in the air over the wolf, over Tippletop, through these guys, and then strike out with your rapier. In the flashiest move ever,
16.
swipe on its back.
8 damage.
And it falls down. Falls down. Dead.
Delicious. I help Jarthraxon up.
Please, please get us out of here. Please.
Should we get these guys out?
Why do,
I look for keys on the guards.
why do we kill the guards here?
Well, yeah, what just happened?
Mainly because they were gonna throw us in something I can only imagine is not a fun house.
Because they're town's guard. They're
Otis, we are in a dingy catacomb of a evil temple surrounded by men in black armor with civilians in cages, and they call it the fun house.
Civilians
they're,
that have been
they're
tortured.
brothers of the Black Fist. Do you have any idea who they are?
The corrupt government.
They're the protectors of Phlan. They run
Oh,
the
indeed.
city for decades.
And
They're
the
Please
fun house.
help. Please, just want to go home.
Pipe down. We're having a discussion.
why?
I look for
I
the
don't understand.
I look for
No,
key
don't
on-
let them out. What are you doing? They're criminals.
Yeah, and they could be sick or dirty.
Do you work for the Black Fist, Otis? I don't understand why you give such a
I-
damn.
I've lived here my whole life. I know the Black Fist. They're not. How long have you been in Phlan, Crass?
Long enough to know that having a place called the Fun House is not
How
appropriate.
long have you been in Phlan, Crass? Days?
About 2 weeks at this point. I think I got a better grip of this
70
place than you do.
years. 70 years.
And you still haven't found a better attire than that dirty shirt?
Oh, shit.
Please. Oh,
Is there a key on one of these guards?
my wound? Yeah, you can search around. You find they don't have a. They've got a few coins in them, but nothing significant. But
Okay.
one of them does have the keys for the cells.
All right, I go over to this one and I unlock it.
Well, I interject. Hold on a second here. We're fighting. Yeah. Why are we letting the criminals out of the cage?
Excuse me, sir. Are you a criminal?
What kind of question is that? Would you ask a criminal?
Please,
Oh, do you not believe in democracy, Otis?
I just want to.
I step back, put my sword out, open the cage.
I open the cage. Please humor my human friend.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you came.
Could entertain his foolish notion that you are a dangerous individual? Could you stand by that door over there, please? Only for a moment.
Which door?
Over there.
Okay, has he stepped out the cage yet?
Yeah, he steps out the cage and he
Can I
looks
kick
at
him?
that door and he's like, no, I'm not going that way.
Okay, well just stay right here then. Don't go anywhere.
That's the fun house.
Oh, actually, what's in the funhouse? Could you describe it to me? Use as many adjectives as possible.
It's where they take you to break you.
Okay, what are they looking for? What do they do to you specifically? Be descriptive.
Information on anything, on the welcomers, on
Mm-hmm.
the harpers. I don't know anything. They came in the night. Oh, it's horrible. Look what they've done. And he kind of shows you like his body, and he just has like cuts and gashes like all over him.
Is he missing one ear?
This guy is not missing one ear,
Okay.
but on
Alright.
further inspection, two of the guys are.
Yeah. I let everyone out.
I walk up to Otis and I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, Otis, you said you wanted to do good in this city. What did you mean?
The Brotherhood has protected this city since I was born. The Dowran family done us very well, protected us from many invasions, and have taken care of everyone. The city has to an extent flourished because of the Brotherhood, and now we're just gonna group up and kill them. Is that what we're doing? And I mean, they're the protectors of the city. They deem these people criminals enough to lock them in a cage and question them, and we're letting criminals loose.
Do you
No,
Who
agree
are
with the
not a
torture
criminal,
of these
sir.
people?
it's not up to me to determine the law or their justification.
You're a farmer
Just-
in this city, yeah?
But I'm a citizen of Phlan.
Do you have a
First and
family at your
foremost.
farm?
No, I have no family.
If you did, and they took one of your family and brought them here, and this was their idea of due process, is this what you'd want for them? Would you not want to
If-
fight for them?
If I had a family that was a criminal, then they deserve what they get. That's the law. It's always been that way with the Black Fist. I mean, it's
I keep letting people out.
You do so, and they thank you.
But I have a quick word with two of the. I hush over the two guys without ears.
Yeah. So it's
Be a
it's this
hard
guy
conversation.
and this guy.
Yeah, okay. So talk to both of them for a second. It's like, what in the hell are you doing down here?
They caught us. They caught us and brought us down here and asked us questions.
Did you tell him anything of some import? Should we be worried?
He whispers to you.
Hanging out with my criminal friends.
in the meantime, Smudge, are all these guards pretty much gone? Like,
Yeah, they're all
Okay.
dead and dead, Bill.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I mean, there was plenty of opportunity to not kill them all, but you know. So he whispers back at you, Kraz.
Well, did you tell him anything?
He's like, no, I don't know enough to say.
All right, well, good. Now, it's dark up there. There's a priest just sitting on a bench. Don't pay attention to him. Run. Get to the surface. Head to the city. Head to the Laughing Goblin. tell him what happened.
Okay.
And I hand one of them my dagger.
Oh, okay.
Use it if you only absolutely have to.
I don't see this at all. I'm over here.
Smithy, what are you doing? Jeff Raxon, what are you guys doing?
The army of criminals. I'm sorry, that's Matthew.
I'm just kind of watching, and I make my way out the room, trying not to get blood on my shoes. That's about it.
So these 4 people, they leave. There is one guy you notice is slightly different to the others. He is sat on the floor, his head down, and he is just mumbling to himself.
I wave Kira over.
Can I grab the welcomer guys as they're leaving, and just give them a quick message?
Yeah.
I just say to them, give a message to Strahlen Gaul. I say, one good turn deserves another. Give the White Dragonborn her shit back.
Okay. Who's that? I don't know what that means, but
He'll know what it means.
I'll tell him.
Thank you.
And he puts an arm on you. He's like, will you rescue the girl?
Where is she?
He looks back, like, in there.
Who is she?
I don't know, just a little girl. They took her in there. I haven't seen her for a day.
I draw my rapier. Consider it done.
Thank you. And they leave.
After they leave, I resheath my rapier and go and talk to Kraz.
Like it.
So you have this one guy. He's there. He's like mumble, 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 just talking to himself.
I wonder if this man has seen so much trauma that his mind has given in on itself.
Mumble, mumble.
Maybe you should try talking to him.
Don't we have somebody who's really good at this kind of stuff? Is
I shake.
You want me to talk to him? Huh?
Yes. No, wait. Thraxis.
I'm coming. I'm on my way.
No, wait. I take a step back.
Okay, I really have to go, you guys.
Oh,
so I
no.
can just tag
Oh.
along.
Should we call it there? I'm happy to call
You
it
can
there.
continue for a while if you
No,
want
it's
to.
okay.
It's not a problem.
It's fine. Sorry, when
I've
you said
already
11,
been up way past my bedtime.
yeah, no worries. When you said 11, I thought you meant 11 our time, my time even. But that's fine.
Did I
That's,
write 10 even?
Huh? I thought you said. I don't know. Doesn't matter. That's fine. You go. We'll finish off this bit and then we'll finish and we'll crack back on next time.
Sure.
Alright. Thank you for
Cool.
tonight, guys.
Night, Ellen.
Night,
Bye.
Helen.
No.
Bye. Thanks, Ellen. So Smithy,
Good
what
night, murderer.
Smithy.
So I just walk up to the cage, but not close enough so that he can get his funk on me. But
What?
say, "Oi, oi, you!"
He's just mumbling to himself
There's nothing that can be done.
and non-stop, just like just a
What's he mumbling?
repetitive- You can't tell. Mumble, mumble, mumble.
Kind of leaning closer.
As soon as you lean in closer, he jumps up and he grabs through the bars. He grabs your face, and he looks at you and he says, "Naught will be left but shattered thrones. No rulers but the dead. They'll rule the world entire." And he just repeats that like 3 times, unless you try to.
I slowly back away. I pry his hands off, and
He just looks at you with like desperate eyes, and he has the same kind of wounds all over him. He just looks at you. He's like, "They're coming."
who's coming?
them, and then he just repeats what you said.
Over and
That
over again.
same line. Yeah.
Ooh.
Did you say shattered fronds?
Thrones.
Makes more sense.
Maybe this is the case better suited for brother, the priest. Perhaps we could give him to take it into that care. Brother Keith, Keith.
At least he'll know someone. He'll know a guy. I mean, he's like keeper of the dead. I don't know if that's gonna.
Surely they have people for mental insanity. I mean, surely.
Oh, we
You let
know a
him
healer.
You want to let him out?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
So the welcomer one-eared guy said that there's a girl, I assume in the funhouse.
How old?
He said young.
Oh, that's not right.
I don't know what the big deal is. I went to a funhouse once and I had a great time.
Well then.
Really?
Mm.
Where was that?
Oh, you know.
I don't know. I'm not too familiar with geography. Where is
No, a couple towns over.
Write this down.
Was it a whole lot of fun? Were there prizes to be won? Was it happy and fun and crazy and outrageous?
Okay. What's next?
I want to see if the door's open.
I mean, it's barred, but from this side.
Press an ear to the wall. You don't have ears, but like press the side of your head to the door.
I do that. Good idea,
Give me-
Kira.
Give me a quick perception check.
Yes. Yes. 13.
You just hear a very faint, like a humming, like an energy behind the door, like a like low and continuous.
I relay that to the rest of the party.
I look back to Zephyrabella and I'm like, little strong girl, come open the door.
Do you want to go through?
Well,
Do you want to go through?
Yeah.
Alright.
probably should. I step back.
Can I reach the
Yeah, I mean you have to reach. You're kind of on level with it. You reach it, but you lift it up. You lift it up, open the door, and walk into the fun house, and that's where we'll end.
No.
Shit.
Time to have fun.
Good.
At the funhouse.
Whole lot of fun. Prizes.
It's happy, it's fun, it's crazy. It's outrageous.
Is that the music in the funhouse then?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm skipping.
I like it already.
Cool. Nice one.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Smudge.
Good shit.
Thanks to you. You guys are awesome. All of you.
That's fun. I like these characters.
Yeah.
I like it a bit better if I actually hit some stuff.
You cut a guy in half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Well,
Yeah, he's manhandled those guys. So see what we can done next time.
Probably more bonfires, I imagine.
What's with the bonfires?
It's all I've got.
Is it?
It's the only offensive cantrip I have that's AoE that isn't fireball.
I have one job on this ship.
Let's make it bonfire.
Oh, yes.
I'll do a doodle for the next one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it immediately. Why are we waiting? Let's just do it now.
Oh. Mm. I'm gonna be working late every day, but I'll be home by 8 your guys' time, so
Just quit. I don't see what the problem is.
it's true.
What, this week? I don't think we can do this week.
No, not this week. No, but
Next week,
in general.
in general. Okay. No worries.
I think I can do anything next week.
I can do anything, anytime.
Anytime, anywhere.
Anytime. You just tell me where to be and I'll be there.
I probably can't do like Monday or Tuesday. I don't think. You got like doctor's appointment and dentist appointment stuff.
Okay, I'll do it. Don't worry, I'll do a doodle.
Doodle.
Matt, I'll put the time. So what? Sorry, 8 your time or 8 my time?
8 your time.
8 my time. Okay. I'll put the time 8 till 11 then.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Well done.
you.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yes, it was. We killed some bad guys.
Yeah. And Otis didn't like it.
Were they bad guys?
Pretty sure those are bad guys.
Maybe we're the bad guys.
I mean, they were torturing people, Bill.
I mean, yeah, but like, that's what they do.
Not sure that's true.
Like,
I do
You
kinda,
are
I
not.
kind of get Otis if he's like spent 70 years in this city with these that's just how life is, right? Right.
Am I the only
He's an old
person from
man.
Phlan?
Like, yeah, of course. Like,
No one else from Phlan?
Nope.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you
So it's
lying
like-
now?
Oh, I'm from Phlan.
So like, that's normal. That's just what they do.
Well, the difference between you and
What
you,
difference
from
in
Otis.
basement?
The difference between Otis and Smithy is that Smithy doesn't give a shit. That's why you're just like, this is normal. What's wrong with this? Whereas you're just like, this is totally okay. This is fine. It's not fine.
It's one of those things like if you steal, you get your hand chopped off or something. That's probably what they do there. You know, I mean,
Except their hands are not being chopped off as a sign of punishment. They're being cut up. There's a big difference.
They haven't been convicted of anything yet.
we don't know.
According to that guy, at least.
We didn't ask any questions. We just went there and like chopped people up.
If they were criminals, Otis, why wouldn't they be in a stockade? Why would there be need for a secret catacomb in a evil
So
temple?
I have no idea. That's a
and
great question. We should
don't
have
forget
asked
they
the guards.
don't forget they attacked you
Yeah.
before you could ask him anything.
Well, they were aggressive because they were like in there like, well, you know what? We're never gonna get into detail. Whatever. Like, yeah.
And they did say, like, no one can know what we're doing down here.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad guy thing to say.
It's not.
But like they're in their chambers and their guarding their prisoners and people barge in like, you know.
Yeah,
Like if
they-
you're at work and doing something, some guy runs in there and fucks your job up, you're gonna be like, "Hey man,
You know what? You
Great
are
day.
a Black Fist player because you walked into a prison and you cut a guy's hand off for disagreeing with you. So you totally are a Black Fist, like in mind and body, you are a Black Fist member. Because if this is
No.
okay and cutting off hands is okay,
See,
Maybe
Sir
it's you.
Hugh, it's different, Matthew. You don't
yeah, because he works for the bad guys, not, Yeah, I
like
get
it's
it.
just the way it is in the city, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes it okay,
it's okay.
That's fine. Child slave and labor in Middle East, that's totally okay, because that's just how
Child
it is there.
slave and labor.
Yeah.
That's where you
Black
draw the
Will.
line.
Right? Oh, this is gonna be. This is gonna be.
Yeah,
good.
episode 1, and I'm torn. I don't know.
Fuck off.
I'm just gonna walk up.
You're
the
torn
stairs and
over
go home.
nothing.
Yeah,
You're torn over nothing. You're torn over
go
bad
back
guys.
to my patch of land and hoe into it my heart's desire. I don't know. I mean,
There's nothing to be torn over.
I'll get over it. I got a couple weeks. I got a grieving period.
I freaking love Bill's characters. If I ever write a book, it will be one of Bill's characters that I write about. It's just
It's all the
like,
same.
they're totally compelling. I think this is very different to Urith. Urith was like,
That's a good
he was
point.
like, he was a good guy. He would have saved these guys and
Yeah.
regardless.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can we all just agree though that Matthew, your character and your accent is the best thing
Yeah.
that this Earth has ever created?
Absolutely.
You're a Southern debutante. I do declare.
Sucky.
Sucky. Sucky.
Oh, the Vampire Bill, is that his name?
I want some nookie sucky.
It's the best. 2-0 is pretty badass too.
What would you say is the biggest shock, apart from Matt's accent, which we knew about, but it was still a shock?
I didn't know about his accent.
No?
Yeah.
I knew, but it's so good.
I don't know.
Like, when you described that character, I was like, I don't understand what that's going to look or sound like, or how that's going to work. And then you did it, I was just like, oh yeah, that's awesome. That's perfect. Doesn't, yeah, it's so good.
You're
don't know.
muted, Matthew.
Is Smithy a warlock?
Smithy's a warlock, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was thinking, does he not have Hexblade yet? Like, he can't summon his sword yet, so he has to punch a guy in the face.
Level 3.
No, it's kind of more like, it's more just,
Let's not even talk about it.
okay, yeah, alright.
So much mystery.
So much mystery.
Of course there's mystery. It's a two's
And you-
character.
You killed the smith.
Oh god.
You don't know that I killed him. You don't know that it's the Smith.
No, that's true.
No, there was someone there.
How did we miss the body?
Could have been my
Obviously,
slave.
fine.
He was like tucked into the counter, and Two's did a good job at barring.
Oh,
So it's behind the
fuck.
counter.
Like I stood in the way.
That's why.
And
I
it's funny
was-
because Matt asked me right at the beginning, like, "Where's the body?" So I was like, "Behind the counter." So it wasn't like, "Oh, we said he was behind the counter because Bill went in the back room." It was like, so I was like, "Shit, if Bill comes behind," that's why I cast charm person, because I was like, if he comes behind the counter, I'm fucked. Like, you're all just gonna like murder me or hand me in.
That was a pretty risky ass intro, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah, yeah.
risky.
And I said to Matt straight away, I was like, there's like 50-50, either I get away with it or they all kill me. I was like, but that's fine, I'll just roll a backup character and it'll be funny.
That does seem like a pretty shady NPC thing to do. We go to a shop and the owner's not there, but this weird guy is standing in the shop. We killed it. We killed
So-
the shady guy.
Like, you can take what you want.
Closing up shop. Yeah, out of business. Yeah, I can't afford to do it anymore. Mm.
I don't know, but like whenever I think of characters, the first thing I think about is how they would be introduced to the story, like funny ways for a character to just like arrive in the story, and then I just think of the character afterwards, you know. That's how that whole character came about, because I was just like, wouldn't it be funny if you, like, the party just walked up on a guy who's like clearly like the absolute opposite of a smith. Like, he's clearly not a blacksmith. Like, he looks, and he's just like, hi, I'm Smithy.
I own this establishment.
I'm the Smith.
Does that mean you have access to an arsenal of weapons that you can go in and pick up and sell?
Definitely not.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe.
Or maybe fuck off.
Or am I?
Yeah.
I mean, with someone will notice fairly soon
Yeah.
that this
Yeah.
shop's not open.
This is why I kind of said on the way out that I was like, I just said it because it's going to come out so soon that whatever happened. So.
I love it.
But I mean, like, that crime compared to this one, in terms
That's-
of like
yeah.
the lore of the town.
And this one, I was like, I didn't attack anyone. I was trying to talk them out of it.
So you're an accomplice to this one, and we're an accomplice to yours. We're all
Absolutely.
in this together
We're
now.
all in it together.
It's true. It's true.
Although you still don't know that I committed a crime.
No, not that crime.
I mean,
Armed robbery?
I mean, I suppose I did steal. I took the money, but
Frankly, I'm pretty sure you committed a crime. Like, I'm pretty sure you robbed that place. I just can't prove it.
Exactly. We all have our suspicions, but we just can't prove it.
but why would I rob it? I'm obviously well off. I've got very nice clothes.
Yeah, but you probably stole.
Maybe what stole clothes that fit me perfectly.
Yeah, you stole that beard as well.
Someone stole my beard.
Stole
Yeah.
your beard from a well-groomed man.
On the other hand, you have extremely nice clothes and a really well manicured beard. Cost some serious coin.
Mm.
And you were talking about how you can't afford to run the business anymore because you're losing money. And how would you be able to afford all that if you had no money from the blacksmith?
Very valid point.
Yeah, but I didn't make that point during Kraz's moment, so it doesn't matter now.
Now the mystery continues.
That was good.
So fun.
That was good. I was kind of nervous that maybe those people were infected with something and it backfired, but it didn't. Or we just unleashed a plague in the city.
Mm.
You can't use that idea, Matt. That's
You
copyright.
had noticed that they were sick.
It's true. We would have noticed.
Don't know. We went at them pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well,
Still tight.
I see people crying for help with cuts. I let them out. And arm them. And tell them to find safe haven.
Sure.
Getting in with a welcome can only be a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. That was actually pretty sly of you to get that little favor in on the way
Yeah,
out.
that was good.
Yeah. Fucking Srolin, what a prick.
Yeah, really. He is a fair prick.
That's true. That is true. He's a fair prick.
I like him. I hate him, and I like him. all at
Exactly.
once.
Exactly.
He's an asshole, but he's like a good guy asshole.
Yeah. And he gave us free lunch.
Yeah,
Uh,
he did.
Yes. Yeah.
Anything for a free lunch.
Exactly. Pretty much. Oh shit! Why didn't we use that lightning in a bottle? That would have been so handy.
Saving it
Yeah.
for a rainy day.
You have it, by the way.
Lightning grenade.
I don't have it. You have it.
Yeah, it's in my inventory.
Good.
There's a blue dragon tooth in it.
Fuck yeah! Don't know where we're gonna find enough flour or saffron flour to throw at people, but when we do,
We may not need it. Just toss it at him and just explosion of lightning. One assumes, because it really didn't half go when it was in the bowl.
no. Hey, maybe you could buy that bow from that woman and then give it to Otis.
I think it's hers. I think it's hers.
Give what to Otis?
There's this really cool bow that's Ranger's toting around, made from a spooky forest. Maybe you should have it.
Yeah.
That's a Kira and Kraz joke, guys. It's okay. It's all good.
The lightning
Just-
is attracted to any flower. So
Exactly.
if you're a chef, you're fucked.
Don't go near your flowers
Don't get any flower or flowers
No.
or wood
or bows.
flower forest.
Yeah.
This is like our version of Talks Machina after the
Yeah, yeah.
After dark.
That's fine with me. That's
So
fine with me.
let's take some viewer questions.
Yeah.
Rhyme
I
Zone
raised my
Axis asks,
That hatch.
How does it feel being a murderer? I'm sorry. Never mind. Too soon. Just kidding.
Why does Bill always play morally righteous characters?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Actually, that's a good question.
It makes it interesting, right?
Bill was a
Good
knight in a
question,
previous
deserve
life, I'm
morality.
pretty sure.
So again, tonight.
You were a knight in a
wish.
previous life. Swear to God. If someone came up to you and were like, Bill, my name is Lord Jeffrey Tuggerbottom, and
Keep going.
I
Keep going.
have chosen you to be the first in a new group of modern knights who wield laser swords.
My dream would come true.
But you
Not even
must
kidding. If I could
swear-
have one, if I had one wish in the world, it'd be to be knighted. I'm not even kidding. I'm so badass.
I'm telling you, he's a friggin' knight. You were born to the wrong time, Bill.
Huh?
I think I have to like save the world though because I'm American born, so that's not going to happen. I have to do like something pretty dramatic, probably.
Save the queen. That should do it.
I should do it.
Be so badass, Sir
Cool.
Bill.
But when the cameras are off, do you just lounge around in a suit of armor?
Just
No,
basking in your own glory.
I don't think so.
No.
I have my formals on, you know.
You have suit of armor pajamas. Suit of armor onesie.
They have them.
I don't know.
Probably could find a onesie that has the pattern of a suit of armor.
Oh my
Suit of
God.
That must
pajamas.
exist some. Yeah, it must exist somewhere.